to bring.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Say that.
I'm just sad. Bored.
I clicked them on, and then it clicked them off. I did a whole intro. Crap. I hit
Roll
record.
it back. Run
Yeah.
it. Run it back.
Running it back. Hang on. I gotta run it back to chatting. I gotta do that over again. Dang. We're just gonna roll it back to chatting. Hi guys. Welcome back to the library. I thought I had everything running well, but you know how things go around here. Techna's an emote for a reason. It's been a wild couple of months without it. And yeah, Baldur's Gate is working. Most of my things are working. You can hear me now. We'll have the podcast back next week. And yes, Unauthorized Dice Roll, you get a Founder's Badge. I'm so happy you're here, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. I'm so excited that things are working. Now that I've turned on my mic and the Discord audio so everyone can hear. What I was saying is let me get you some game video. Beep, beep. There we go. How you been, Unauthorized? How things going? Also, don't mind my marshmallows.
Ooh, I got Starburst.
You do have Starburst.
I wanted just like the unwrapped minis, but they did not have them, so I had to deal with wrappers for the next.
Shame the goblins didn't.
Well, until I finish them.
Say that. Yeah, I hate when they're out of minis. Doing great. How are we doing? How are we doing? I am relieved to be back and have things functioning. Hunchback is the best Disney Renaissance movie. Hunchback is a really good Disney Renaissance movie.
I gotta go with Lion King. I'm sorry. I think that's Renaissance. I think that's still Renaissance, right?
I think that's Golden Era.
No, Golden Era is before that.
Oh, Golden Era is before that. Let's see.
Golden Era is like Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, like old.
Disney Renaissance films. Disney Renaissance, there are 10 associated with it. Yes, Lion King is one of them. Hunchback is great.
Everything?
Hunchback is great.
That's everything.
You like Hunchback. You
I
like
do like
Hunchback.
Hunchback. But I like Mulan and Hercules better. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm really big on Lion King.
The music of Hunchback is incredible, though.
I do love Hunchback, though. I can't stand Little Mermaid anymore, but that's specifically because of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's nothing to do with the movie.
Actually, I take that back. The best one is Ratatouille. Ratatouille comes after that, my bro. I also think, isn't Ratatouille Pixar? No, it's Renaissance. However you spell it.
No, it is definitely not.
It's not Renaissance.
It is not
spelled
Renaissance.
Renaissance. Where'd you go?
I went to camp because I am working on my character right now.
Cool.
Going through Character
It
Creator,
is
making sure everything
Not
is...
according to the Disney Bible Wiki. Also, again, isn't Ratatouille Pixar?
Yes, it is Pixar.
Ratatouille.
No, the Disney Renaissance happens after. So you have things like Black Cauldron that flopped, and Don Bluth's exit from the Disney Animation Studios, and they were having so many other movies, and some of them were good. Like The Rescuers is really is Rescuers still? No, Rescuers is Don Bluth still. That's when he left. No, there's a couple other movies though that came before Black Cauldron that really flopped,
The rat
And
is
so
the
they were
best.
like, we need to redo things, we need to fix things, we need to change things. Um, so they and then that's when I think the first one might be Hunchback or Little Mermaid. I want to say it's Hunchback though. But that's when you get the ones that we all grew up with. If you're a millennial, is you get Aladdin, you get Lion King, you
Oh,
get
Black
Mulan,
Cauldron
you
is
get
so
Hercules.
good. Black
When you
Cauldron
realize
is so
it's
good.
Don Bluth's, then it makes sense.
When I'm so mad too, have you seen Don Bluth's original sketches for Aurora?
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Freaking Aurora self-rescuing princess. Oh my god. The first is Aladdin. That's not surprising. I think Tarzan was
It
the
was
last
Aladdin.
one.
I think so.
Year Earth AD or whatever. Atlantis.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
no,
like Atlantis. It's been a while since I've seen it.
oh my god. They had Milo and Kita at a Disney event last year and they were so cute.
Sweetheart's Night.
Sweetheart's Night, that's what it was. They did have, there's like a Disney Vacation Club thing I saw a bunch of pictures of that happens at California Adventure. And they had, oh my god, what's his name? He looks like a rat. He looks like a mole. He's got the glasses and the, big
But
winter
from
cap. From Atlantis?
yeah, is he wearing? Is it Ushanka he's wearing?
I'm not sure. Be so sick to have a cooking rat. Like, it just makes, like, killer food all the time. Yes, but at the cost of pulling all your hair out. Yeah, no, Aurora's self-rescuing princess is cool. I saw it on, I want to say, Pinterest. There's a board I follow that's, like, a bunch of Disney Archives stuff. And she had, like, a breastplate. Her pants were super cool, knee-high boots. Her sword had, like, the briar thorns around it and a rose at the top of the hilt. It's super cool. Mulan might have been the last Disney movie I saw. There's some that are worth it after, I promise. Because I was like, no, I don't need to watch blah, 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 blah. And then I'll sit down and I'll watch it. And I'm like,
Yeah. I'll do that with like, and sometimes though, sometimes they're like, I don't need to watch that, and then I'll watch it and be like, why did I watch that? Mm-hmm. Why did I waste my time with that? Like Pete's
Luca
Dragon,
was
the remake
cute.
they did. I
Pete's
was like,
Dragon sucked.
yeah, the remake of Pete's Dragon was like, why did we do this to ourselves?
I didn't watch The Good Dinosaur on purpose because I knew that I was just gonna ugly cry.
It's just gonna be The Land Before Time, but just the
No
intro
Frozen
again.
or Wreck-It Ralph. I watched Frozen begrudgingly and I did not like it for a long time because of Elsa Mania. Wreck-It Ralph is cute. Wreck-It Ralph 2 is better.
I like. That's a hot take.
I'm aware it's a hot take, but I stand by it.
That is a spicy one.
I like it. Listen.
I enjoy Wreck-It Ralph too, but it did a lot of the time feel like Disney going, look at all this stuff we own. It was like.
And I think that's what
I
made
still
it
enjoyed
funny
it.
to me, was that it was Pixar going, look at all this stuff Disney owns that we're using. I'm an old guy, I like the old stuff. Well, then you need to watch Princess and the Frog. At least.
Princess Frog.
I would also recommend
Entangled.
Wish. Yeah, Entangled.
Princess Frog Entangled. Oh my god.
Princess and the Frog is all fully hand-drawn animation, and Wish splits the difference between digital animation and hand-drawn, and it's wonderful. You standing over here stretching?
Me? No, I'm talking to Withers.
And yet, you look like you were stretching. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know who else is watching, but it's not Megan. Because if it were Megan, she'd have said something by now. but I'm gonna give her 30 seconds that if it is Megan, announce yourself in the chat before I go saying some stuff. God, what else is good? Oh my god, as far as Pixar, Coco. 100% worth watching.
Yeah, I do love Coco. Coco was really cute. Moana is also amazing. I love Moana.
Moana's amazing.
Also, Lilo and Stitch. Watch Lilo and Stitch.
The
If the
old one,
last
not
one you've
the
seen,
new one.
do not watch the remake.
Do not watch
Do not
the
watch the
remake.
remake. Oh my
Because
god.
in the remake, Ohana means you are property of the state, and I'm going to a worse college.
I
You saw
loved
Up?
seeing
Oh my god,
Hawaiians
you
just...
saw nothing else, and then you saw Up? I would ugly cry.
Up is
oh my god.
great, though.
Up is great.
Up is
but like
great.
that sounds like a shell shock moment.
That intro is some of the best storytelling in cinema.
Ugh.
Like that, like first, like that 15-minute like cold open or whatever it is. Oh my god, that is some of the best cinema storytelling. That is Pixar just flexing on them.
Well, and late at night when you're walking out of Disney, one of the songs they play is The Married Life, but they play the slow one, and I'm always just like, It's that and the slow version of Remember Me. I'm just like, I need everyone to stop. Yeah, tears running down my cheeks, almost left the thing. Yeah, ugly cried. Wheezing crying. Okay, now that we've confirmed that Megan is not in the chat because she doesn't watch the replays on these, I can't wait for her to figure out that Withers here is the one that struck her name from the record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she only rewatches mainline episodes that she misses, so I know as long as she's not in the chat, I'm safe to talk about it. What do I have? Is that on the stream? No, I can't see it on the stream. Okay, that's good. There's something's going wackadoo with my crap over here, and like artifacts of other programs I have open are just like floating around my OBS.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us.
Oh, I need to turn the game on.
Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
There we go.
If we don't know what we're walking into, that bridge will collapse under us. The devil has a plan. He's playing with us. He reminds me of, well, someone I used to know. Someone who liked to play with people. Creatures like them don't play games unless they know they can win. Maybe. But he's not the only one spinning a web for us.
I like that every
This
time
is
there's an
no
update, there's new
ordinary
little
mind flayer
exchanges
parasite.
with everyone.
Who tampered with it and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.
I love it. Someone that I used to know. Like, bro, we can see you nervously scratching the back of your neck when you say that. You are not hiding anything. Yes, Jingle Pope, that is Astari and the Vampire. And then, oh, Jingle Pope, this...
You mean the man with the weight and disposition of a wet cat?
Yes.
The kind with a hero, a villain. and
Shade of
more.
Frontiers.
The Shade of
A farmer made a
Frontiers.
deal with the devil
This is
So
Ravengard's
the story
son,
goes.
all grown up.
in exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit. The devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
Every time he says that,
All grown up. He's 24.
He's more grown up than when you guys met him. See, the tabletop game we're playing. Yeah, I put him in that first module. He's not normally there, but by timelines, he should be. So this is the little boy that every time he talks to you, he wants to grab onto your leg, or Imre, can I have a ride? I've been spending so much time in the library with Aurora. He's very excitable right now. He's a young teenager at this moment, and here he's 24.
That's because you
Well, now
still
he's a
have hope.
17-year-old too.
But when he becomes your last hope, remember this.
Oh, he's British.
He'll require
Yes.
of you only what you're
Baldurians
least ready to
are
part with,
mildly
and
British.
then require more still.
Of all different varieties. The
You
most
might
common
think you'd give
accent
up
is a North
anything
London
for a cure,
accent.
but the devil won't take just anything.
Every time he says fairy
take
tales, though, I can't
everything.
think of what he's saying. All I hear is pirates. You best start believing in ghost stories. You're in one.
Uh-huh. He's 24 right now.
Wait, how old is this guy? And Astarian's well over 200.
Yeah, he's coming up on 300.
Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows
Yeah,
up.
I was not having fun playing monk, so I
I've
went back to
dealt with every
rogue.
other oddity
So I
thrown at us
respect
lately.
everything, and now I'm
Handle this one too.
just yeah.
Now, as for this
Yeah.
Raphael, he knows our secret.
I saw a puppy dog.
He
I will
claims he
take
can
you
help.
back to meet
What
our
do you
buddy
make of
here in a
him?
moment.
I suppose it was a lot to take in.
I
The
screwed
devil
up something.
sought us out, teased us with his help, but he also stared as if we were the banquet, rather than the one on the table. We can't hedge our bets here. Best
Fine,
we
I know how to
decide
respect quickly.
deal
I
with
know how to
him,
respect
if at all.
quickly.
Okay.
I'll tell you in due course. I just wanted to see
Why
how
is Shadowheart
close we are
wearing white?
thinking,
Because
first of
I
all.
redid her armor because she looks excellent in blue.
Good, you got there eventually. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rat to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right
Why
answers
is
with that
Shadow,
devil.
whatever her name
He was
is,
toying with his
wearing
food.
white?
Us. Perhaps you didn't. See? Sowing doubt is an old trick. Watch out for it.
That's wrong.
And for Raphael.
That's not water, that's tea.
It's like 99.9% water.
Okay, let's go meet Scratch for you. Let me make sure I have Speak with Animals on. Yes, I do. Okay. Ah, Bubba! Come here, buddy.
Hope you're
Say
keeping
hi
well,
to everyone.
friend.
He a sweet boy. Oh my god, you can talk to the dog. I can, yeah. I have Speak with Animals, so I can talk to the dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being nosy. He is a very good boy. Also, I like my little Clive. I have him. And I have his mama. I also have my angry girlfriend. Ah! She came off her stand. She came off her stand. Crap.
They need to make a Withers one.
They do, yeah. But he needs to be like the skinniest Funko Pop that's ever existed ever. Oh my god, I dropped her stand. This is going great. And it's clear, so I don't even know where it is. And I can't bend because I pulled my back. How you been, Jingle Pope? You just came in here and dropped on us the Hunchback of Notre Dame is the best Disney Renaissance film. How you been? Hi, Spooky Bean. Oh, got it. Got it. Oh, this feels impossible. There we go. Not being able to bend is really difficult. What happened anyway?
Usually.
Did you respec and it just didn't take?
No, I spec'd wrong.
I
forgot we have a necklace that increases constitution, so I was
Gotcha.
like, I put points into that when I could have just dump statted it and been done with it.
That's fair.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
I can't wait to get Voice Mod Pro so that I can give him a voice.
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain. A matter of coin.
I love that you guys can see more of my room today. It's so nice. I always forget how pretty my backdrop is because I'm so zoomed in. I'm gonna run in circles. I'm gonna run in circles. And try not to get dizzy. Very happy with how everyone's armor turned out. And yeah, blue was the right color for Gale. Start pushing your character around. Oh, no, I'm gonna walk through your character. I can't push you around.
Sorry, I'm setting my Hot Wheels is what I'm doing right now. Sorry. We'll be done in just a second. We can get back to everything. I am so sorry. Okay, we are good to go.
Oh, thank
I
God.
need to. Okay. Sorry, we had so much to
Devil
do.
just took us into the hells with a snap of his fingers. If I see him again, I'll wring his neck.
I
I
enjoy
knew
watching
I
that.
liked you. Raphael was his name, right? He's trying to lure us into a game he knows we can't win. I'm not playing. Glad you're not either. The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldurs Gate. Our hero, Karlak, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these
And that name
wheeler
should
dealer
ring a
types who seems to
bell
have a
if
finger in
you,
every pie.
If you've been paying attention,
Guess I was naive
or if you
to think
caught
everything
season
got
1. If
to
you
was
didn't
above
catch season
board.
1, please
What
go
did I
back and
know?
watch season 1.
I saw a
I
job.
promise the payoffs
Good
are going to
job.
be so big. I'm
People
so
I liked,
excited.
doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Oh, to feel so invincible again. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Gives me energy, power. But
Oh,
you've
did
seen
you
it
do
in
Dirge
action?
again?
Very hard to control.
Nice.
If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
Dot, dot,
I try
dot.
not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try.
I try.
One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
I both look forward and dread our preordained romp through Avernus. Because it's just gonna
Oh,
make me
boy,
mad
how's it
all
going?
over again.
Are going to be hell.
Mm-hmm.
Pun intended. Now let me talk to my angry frog wife.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy. Githyanki Knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my Queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. The bastard at the pass made a mockery of it. To wield a Kithrak silver sword is my destiny.
You're already wielding one.
My queen's favor.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Yeah, about that lady.
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase. To penetrate the hells? This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes.
Okay. We do need to camp because we have some notifications kicking off.
I see that. There we go.
Oh, hang on. Before we do, we actually have to dismiss people, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Speak.
You again.
Yes, me again. I'm so sorry.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Please, just
I guess
stay
I'll spend
here.
my evenings lounging here. Well, you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
I know this is only a slim chance, but
Well, then,
Neil Newbond, if you're out there, I'm gonna need some help with that voice,
are you
please.
sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up,
Yeah.
Those robes are so pretty. Will I can get in the pocket for. Karlak, easy enough. Shadowheart's tricky. Lae'zel I struggle with. Astarion I struggle with. Gale I haven't fully tried.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Chukil Gate Vlaakith Mazathok. Can you feel it
Fun
crawling
fact,
through you?
you can die in this
Tendrils
scene.
squirming in your
What?
chest, gripping your heart.
You can
piercing
die.
Your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling.
Which voice?
I can.
Unauthorized? The narrator or
I feel it
Lae'zel?
in you. I feel
Just so
it
that I
in me.
know what playing
We are
field to
lost.
level.
I will be quick with my blade. First you,
Because Lae'zel
the
is my
others.
angry frog wife.
then
But she also
myself.
kind of cute.
Your minds intertwine.
My angry,
You
abusive
sense a
frog
touch
wife.
of uncertainty.
Both, actually.
touch
But the
of
narrator.
disgust.
That's fair. And it's like, that seems to be a lot of people's, like, kind of opinion on the matter, which is why I was like, oh good, we're 38 minutes in. Fuck, I have to get really good at this voice. If I don't do it right, I'm gonna get fucking drawn and cornered.
Thank God for advantage.
Something stirs deep within you.
I wish I could
hungry
see
and
your rolls
alert.
on my screen.
It's taking something you'll never get
Ah,
back.
damn. I rolled a
Lae'zel's
3 and a
fear
15
grips you.
on a DC of 2.
Fear of death, but fear of
Well, DC was 2, so
insignificance.
like,
The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon, forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlaakith.
I don't want to go with the pleasing your queen.
I mean, 2 seems to be pretty good for everyone. Why does the narrator hate Lae'zel, or however you spell their name? She doesn't hate Lae'zel. Lae'zel hates Lae'zel at the moment. Lae'zel's queen,
Yes.
God Queen, hates Lae'zel at the moment. She's complicated. She starts off as
cannot
a
trust my own
zealot,
mind. So it seems I must trust yours.
And everyone,
I will
including
But
the
she is-
narrator, has
But
to
know
watch her
this,
go through some
I am
really
watching.
difficult things before
If
getting to the
sickness
point
does not
of,
pass come dawn,
I am my own
Yeah.
power, and
end
I
us
am going to
all.
decide what I do from here.
Yeah, Shadowheart was kidnapped into
Like, sexy quick, though.
Yeah, Shadowheart was kidnapped into a death cult. Lae'zel was bred and born for it in a death cult. So she has some
I came just in
very deep-rooted issues,
time. You are transforming.
and because she's been tadpoled, she's the race she's getting turned into is
Yes.
like she hates to all her core, and so
I
she's
see.
dealing with a lot.
I forgot how pretty I made them.
I'll have to watch yours because I just went with the default for mine because it's.
Just look down at the stream.
I know, but I have my stream set to potato,
Oh.
Will not become a mind flayer.
so I wasn't using a lot of resources.
Not while I'm around.
Because I pull it up so I can see the chat too. Yes, they are very pretty.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential.
Yeah, no, so I don't have to hear my computer trying to take off. I just set it to 160p, so it's just potato ass. Because I'm,
Bait crushed.
Keep it from consuming you.
dude, it really is. It's depressingly bit crushed. Here, I'll screenshot it and send it to Discord because it is depressingly bit crushed. It is like the Portal radio. Do-do-do,
Oh,
do-do-do,
God.
do-do.
Also, y'all, chat, viewers from the future, I still have no idea whose fucking skull that is. In all of the Faerun lore that I have dug through, all of the books that I have read and I have listened to,
But only if you embrace
all the
your potential.
wiki articles I have scoured, I have not figured out whose fucking skull that is.
Mm-hmm.
I have
I'll
to
go.
The enemy
There's a
is
ring
closing.
that should
I
have
had
helped
an
me
eye.
find it, but
I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
No, it's not Jurgle, because I was like, that would be fitting if it were Jurgle.
but it's not.
But yeah, I sent it to you in the Discord of how depressingly bit crushed what I'm looking at
see.
is.
Scratch. So called because you like to scratch behind
Oh.
the ear.
I can't see it because I can't open that Discord on my computer or I'll lose your video footage and everyone will just see my messages.
Oh, yeah. And you don't have your iPad on you, huh?
No, it's in my nightstand.
Hey. Oh, wait, but I'm dumb. I can just do this because I'm... You know, it helps when I'm not being, like, a big dumb, and I can just
Hark!
send it to your
A cow.
personal.
There we
Hobble
go.
willing. Some friendly faces.
I'm sorry.
Goblins roughed me up and stole my hose when they heard me singing hatchling love. You wouldn't have half a bedroom
Dear
for
God.
this minstrel.
Dear God, it's like washing it without my
Pray for my lord with
glasses.
music. If you
Told
care
you, it's
for it.
depressingly bit crushed.
What do you mean, what the fuck is that thing? She's a dragonborn, my dude.
She is a dragonborn, a silver dragonborn, more specifically.
She's the
I'll just stay
same.
one
This
night.
is what the
Then
lady
I'll
in
be
the
gone.
campaign that makes all the crazy arrows
I
for
know
Imre
I'm ice
looks
clad,
like,
but
except
I
for
get cold so
she's
fast.
sagey
I
green
need
with
to be by the
gold
fire.
flecks upon her scales.
Yeah, she's copper, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, think like a copper patina. I forgot when she says like they stole my hose.
She kind of
She
hot.
is
Yeah.
literally just like
Yeah, she's just running around in her undies and her top.
like, they
Oh,
stole
that
my
she
hose.
kind of hot.
Yeah, they did.
Dragonborn can be hot. She's really pretty.
I guess we found the monster fucker.
We already
I had
knew
a
that.
wild dream last night. This beautiful
Ooh, Pupper's in
entity
bed.
came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power.
I
Sounds like
detest talking about dreams.
you
Oh,
make of
bite me.
Yeah,
There's
it's already at least one. Oh my god, we went to see this burlesque show a few months back,
Oh my god.
and someone.
So good.
So for me, burlesque, I feel like burlesque should be equally as hot as it should be campy. Empire Strips Back is a great example of this. It should be like goofy as hell, but you sitting there with like
And
a confusion
ideally
boner.
slightly confusing.
Oh wait, no, yeah. And someone did a Krampus one, and it was incredible.
They
oh
were,
my
like,
god! And dude,
Flossing with entrails, like bloody entrails and everything. I
It
laughed
was
so hard
so-
my face hurt. She looked great.
like she pulled a doll of a baby out of a sack. It was so absolutely
Most
unhinged.
confused boner
It was
ever.
so unhinged. 100%. 100%.
The amount of times that I
Seems
have burlesque
risky, if you ask
costume
me.
ideas that I'm like, I
Can't
just
help
need
getting
someone to
stuck with
let
a
me make
tadpole,
this
but
for you,
taking
please.
favors from it? Spooky.
But the yeah, like I 100%. So many people left that with like a new kink unlocked. Like
Oh,
that a lot of
100%,
people
yeah.
realized they were monster fuckers that night.
Absolutely.
100%.
A lot of people also realized they had unresolved childhood issues the second that gal did Santa Baby, followed by the Oi to
God.
the World.
No, Oi to the World was the
no,
chick who
Oi to
did
the
the
World was a different one.
Oi to the World was the chick who did the Krampus one because she her other one was also punk. 'Cause
No,
she also did
that's
So
what it
What.
was. No, the gal that did Santa Baby was the one that also did Heat Miser and Snow Miser. Frost Miser?
Yes.
The fucking claymation
I know what you're
holiday
talking about.
movies. Because the entire time, all I heard was that TikTok audio of, I'm Mr. Heat Miser, I'm high on crack. I couldn't stop laughing. I felt so bad. Oh, hey!
All
The
right.
throne bot's still working.
Hey.
I haven't
Alright.
checked it in a while.
I hate.
Oh, this is so rough. This is so rough. I hate it every time. Yeah.
It could be worse. It could be Alf. It could be
It could be
Alfira. I
Alfira,
could
which
have.
is the absolute worst.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed.
Oh, this leads me to
You
a
stand
question.
above a body which is in a state of gore
Yes.
nearly beyond recognition.
A question
The
I
body of
can't
that
ask on
scared
stream.
Girl who asked for nothing more
You
than
can
a
mute your
night of
microphone
shelter.
and the
Her
Discord.
blood
Mute it for the
covers
So
audience.
they
and
just
its
sit there
warmth feels
confused.
like
Yeah,
a
mute it for the
very
audience. They're
small
just sitting there.
friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
Curiouser and Curiouser is right. I had so many questions that I didn't remember that I had an answer to one of them.
I did. Oh, come on, let me re-roll, please. Please let me re-roll, God.
Please, God, let me re-roll. Oh, now I can see your rolls on screen again.
There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long
Yeah,
gone.
no,
And your dominant
unfortunately, there is no way to
aches
save Quill.
aches from
Quill
stabbing
is actually a fail-safe
No
character.
matter how it
There is
appears,
another
he
character who is
there.
supposed to die,
Her blood is
And I
on
don't have the heart to
but
let her.
she
I
is
can't.
so
The question flows through
she is
your
such a
mind.
beloved character and an
Who
awesome
are you
character.
really, that you
But
could
there
be
is even a
guilty of
mod
such
that
bitter business?
activates the fail-safe to make it so Quill shows up. Unfortunately, does mean Quill dies.
Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But
Okay,
where,
creep.
oh, where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab
You don't
myself
have
something
much
to
time
drink
for
because I finished my
reflection
lollipop.
now. You need to act.
Would you grab me one too, please?
Yeah, what do
You
you
have
want?
a few moments before the others awaken and
Just
begin
a
to
cola.
cast blame for the hot sin
Cola?
before you.
Some animal crackers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we do not have animal crackers.
Contemptible pervert, I swoon.
Don't
Yeah,
pervert,
why
I
does she
swoon.
make that
Your
sound
hands
so
are
good?
cold and raw. You can tell the blood is washing away,
To
and your
unplug
heart
myself here.
mourns its loss so dearly. If you are fortunate, no soul will be able to know you were behind this murder. You wonder if your misdeed will be noticed.
It actually didn't let me trigger the other options, so it forced me to just wash the blood away. So oh God. God damn it.
Kincha, this is some sloppy work. You talk.
Hello. Thank you. I'm bad at taking compliments, though. I'm sorry.
It's true, you are.
I'm so bad at taking compliments.
What am I looking through right now? My staff?
Oh, it's her mind flayer
It
thing.
is dangerous, wandering around at night.
Oh,
You
her
could bump
practice
into
dummy.
anything.
Your guilt is safe.
Why was I sleeping in Lae'zel's tent?
As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone.
No, Lae'zel woke the party finding the body of, like, who the fuck did this?
Ah. Come here, ice pack. I require. There we go.
Much is uncertain, but you know one thing for sure. The darkness will strike again, unless you find a light.
Oh my god, we have so many
Jesus.
camp cutscenes to go through. So it didn't let me go with the options of, like, what
Scratch,
to do.
please
It just
stop
said
standing in the
continue.
blood.
Like, it just said continue, so I just had to continue,
Oh,
and it was the
said-
wash
it
away
had
the blood.
Options on my side.
I am so happy it had the options on your side.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to people though. 'Cause, oh my God, Shadowheart, you're
Oh.
tracking blood everywhere. The only greater joy than murder is to get away with it. I have to get back into this game.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones? Damn.
Can't be resurrected.
I was hoping
Cool.
my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally.
Yeah, so the mod that we had installed that was broken is still broken, but fortunately the mod author is like, I don't know how to fix it. I have at least figured out how to get you to uninstall it for console. I'm sorry. And I'm like, okay, I'll take that.
Could say
I will accept that.
And yes,
So we
I
were
still
finally
have it.
able to get the mod after, what, 3 months uninstalled. There's 2 of them. But yeah, it was a pain, but I got it working. Awesome. Oh no.
God damn.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Everybody, meet Will's ex.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Option 2 is aren't you a luscious thing?
It's only ew because it's Mizora.
You absolute stinker. You kept me
All the bad stuff looks so fucking good. Yeah. Everyone in this game is hot.
Yeah.
Call me Mizora.
Oh no, he's
Will's
hot.
patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
I forgot she
That's
does
not how it
actually say something. Because I was just gonna be Karlak of just, I'm standing right here. That she does have a really good comeback.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious.
Oh,
The
stop.
little
This is kind of
huckster's
cuter
found
knowing
his
that, like,
bark.
a lot of his best
Clause
friends
G,
are
Section
tieflings by
9.
proxy.
Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no.
Who?
Will, because of the way that we've written it, that's cuter to me, knowing that Alara is a surrogate mother.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Duh. I'm dumb. I'm real dumb, okay? I'm real dumb. My brain kind of operates like Anya Forger, where like I'm real stupid. I'll have a really good moment, but otherwise I'm real stupid.
You're so pretty.
I guarantee you, there are plenty of times where the DM just stops, looks at me, and is like, "It's a good thing you're pretty. I could just not listen to what you're saying and just look at you and just zone out because Jesus Christ."
Kill me.
Yeah, and then there are other times where you do sound like Anya, and all I hear is,
die, and Will
I am
turns
Anya
to
Holdred,
Will
I'm
and
6!
gets
Thank you,
sucked
please!
Right down to the hells.
Which reminds me.
I love Anya. She's
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence.
What was that, lady?
And their
I'm not muted, am
torment.
I? What did you miss? What was the last thing you caught? Or is that a rhetorical, what was that?
That's better.
Oh, the eye thing!
What
yeah.
the hells have you done?
Hang on.
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
I did that
There's no going
yesterday, and I think it
Some
was
magic
Trash
even
Panda
I
was like,
can't
ah!
undo.
Now,
dear
let's see
diary.
how the frontiers fell with that precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you?
Also, you can
I'll
just
be
call me
keeping
Death.
mine
The handle
on
exists
you.
from well before I realized that I am not a
Don't
lady.
forget,
Our pact still stands.
But like, it's also a cool as shit handle, so I'm like, well, I gotta keep it. Well, that's excellent. Someone needs to speak with me. Stop trying to make me go to bed.
What do you get up to all day without
Oh.
us?
Oh, yeah, I've got to speak to.
I'll be honest,
And I need to
soldier,
speak with Will.
I'm reeling. Will
Fucking
hardly
iPad.
knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Fusion Wizard, what up, man?
Yo!
All I saw is speak and enter. Also, I love that he has the little train because he gave us a hype train last time. So every time I see Fusion Wizard, all I think is
Damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not...
Yeah, how you doing, Fusion Wizard?
Not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pets tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
Oh no! Recital prep and crazy
Oh,
family
God.
crap. Oh god.
I don't even want to know what the crazy family crap.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough.
I'm probably one of the only people who has worse
It's
family drama
Mazora
than
who
me.
grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts.
Agreed.
Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
We know.
Oh no.
Ah,
Just dying over there, man. I'm
a
sorry.
little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can
I
tell
don't
you
wish it
most
upon my
without,
enemies, but
but
hey,
the
it's all part of
pact,
that. Yeah, I feel that.
unforbidden.
I
Unless
definitely
Mazora
feel
Yeah.
permits. But I'll say
That,
this.
yeah,
The moment I pacted myself to Mazora,
couldn't say it, it says every villain
Villain
ever.
proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on
Did
that
you know it's 40% off subs
Yes.
this month? Just saying. Okay.
That, and we're not running it tonight, but they let us do a promo where we can do
35% off 5 or more gifted subs. So I'm gonna do it like the last Wednesday of every month, I think.
yeah.
So we'll do it
So
the
we
same
can
week
do
as
it up to
Community
7
Day.
times.
Yeah, I think they're doing it because TwitchCon's this month. Not that the bastards ever
Oh
invite any of
yeah,
us.
that would. I mean, to be
They're
fair,
like,
we are kinda-
TwitchCon's coming up. You know who we're inviting? Ludwig. Like, the guy that dumped you thrice? Okay. Planning that for next D&D? No, we did it
Chase
this
the
week,
thoughts
so
of that
it'll be
poor
the
girl you
last
killed
week
from
of
your
July.
head. You wonder what she looked like. as she
Thinking about, we
died.
should probably do it the first Wednesday of
Squirming.
each month, though.
The first
Cured
Wednesday?
in
Yeah, that
abject
works.
Agony.
Good
Yes.
night, Unauthorized. Good to see ya.
Good night, unauthorized. It'll probably be on next Wednesday.
Yeah. We can do it next Wednesday. And that'll be cool too, because it's a holiday week.
Your body
Mhm.
barely
Little
complies.
4th
yeah.
of July gift
That'll
for
be-
Such
everyone.
rushes from your thoughts of the dead woman. Why did she die? The mystery
It's gonna be
gnaws at your
an
pounding
awful
heart.
stream.
Almost
Um,
Rowan.
Friday is
Yeah.
the 4th.
Jubilant day.
That is gonna suck.
Last.
Yeah.
Sceleritas fell. Your loyal
I
and
don't know what I'm gonna do.
ever-adoring
Hopefully headphones help.
butler. I followed you, my
I hope so.
master.
I missed
We
it.
have
Everything
been
is
parted
melting
so
at work as you guys, but
tragically
good
long.
idea. Keep it rotating. Is it only June 35% off? Are they doing for July beyond what you can do in your min? Let me check. I should have an email.
There's two different types. So there's a 35% off that they have going through June, and then we can activate up to 6 more times a 35% off 5 or more gifted subs.
Oh, one
So,
hell of a butler.
but yeah, so we
The
get to
most
trigger it for
unprincipled
a
servant.
He
set
did
amount of
not
times
just
up to
make a
total of
Black Butler reference.
You have always struggled to conduct yourself.
I
properly
mean,
without me.
there's a loss meme in
I
this,
found
so
you
like,
following the stench of that
I wouldn't be
barge.
surprised.
She
Like, have
ripped
you seen
across
that?
the coast, like a piece of dog mark on the road.
Okay, you're not as chronically online as I am.
I am, but in different ways.
Yeah. So, first off, are you familiar with loss?
No.
Okay. I don't know how it got to this point, but basically it was a comic that was broken down into its basest forms. So,
I can't find the info blurb on what the deal for Twitch is, but we have the power to do 35% off once a month until I think Christmas, so I'm just gonna do it for people. And I can run it for like
so I'm sending you
10 hours at a time or some crap.
Okay, so there's the original loss. Right?
Where did you send it
It's
to?
on your phone. Your personal, so it's on your... Oh, nope, I did not. Hang on.
I was like, I have no
I'm
notice
dumb.
of this.
There you go. Okay, so that's on your personal.
No, there's not 3 more days for a percentage off from Twitch before I have to... Oh, yes, before I have to activate it. Yes, correct. Okay, notification. Lost comment. Okay.
And it was just broken down into its basest of forms.
Stop.
It's that. And, like, it's just become a meme of seeing, like, that and of, is this loss?
This month. Or its creator controlled by... Yes, that sounds right. Oh my god.
But someone noticed this in one of the houses.
Yeah, it's basically what we're gonna do is do it once a month until the end of the year, and hopefully, because we're part of the beta, so hopefully at the turn of the new year, they're like, hey, do it once a month forever, because that would be cool. Stop. That's excellent.
Yeah, okay. And so, to my point of, like, they put loss in here as a bit.
I
wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't a genuine Black Butler
for
reference.
him to go, yes, one hell of a butler indeed. Like, listen here, you little motherfucker, that is my last name. Quit being creepy about it.
Such fine work could never be done by a wretch like me. Anyways, I come once again bearing a part of your dreadful inheritance.
Evil cape, evil cape, evil cape, evil
You
cape.
earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional
Also, I have a hole in
violence
my
the other
thingy now
night.
because I had to get a hair splinter out.
I'm sure Master will be better
Oof.
soon.
Yeah,
A fellow
it's
of
not
your
happy with me.
fine breeding is never down for long.
Blech.
I cannot
I hate
wait
that.
until your
I hate
next
that.
act of shameless barbarity.
Why you gotta say shameless like that?
Death wants everything to do with you, good villain. Be
It's true, I do. You
to
kinda pretty.
yourself, Master.
You missed it worked so far as I kept winning money on scratchers and beat Jaden at his own game.
Oh my god. Well, don't say anything that I'm streaming tonight, even though I started after I would be home anyway. Just keep it on the down low, because I feel like some people would be like, ooh. Like, dude, I had a migraine.
Also,
Like,
I threw my back out.
I finally started feeling better at 6. What do you want me to do?
And you were barely better then. You still knocked out for a while.
Oh, yeah. It was still like 7 that I woke up.
I'm not
Thank you.
worried.
I appreciate it.
It's not worried. It's worried.
I mean, fuck them. You're right, 100%. I don't want any smoke. I don't want to. Is all. I have encouraged not working.
Us too.
I mean, that is the end goal with streaming, is like this to be the job. So it is still a job. God, that outfit is so hot on her. Sorry, I looked over and saw you talking to her. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, no, I gotta go talk to Will real quick. Oh, Astarion.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
I just need health insurance. Save!
I'm just... Oh my god, for real though. I'm just... we need shirts. We need shirts or jackets or just like, I'm just here for the health insurance.
Well,
dude, I even had an old buddy come in that used to work with the Orange, and he's doing well, and we were chatting, and I like said that, I'm like, I just needed a steady paycheck and health insurance, and he's like, yeah, that's why I stopped working at a dispensary.
I feel the weight of
I
these
fell apart,
thorns on
dude.
my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks.
Well, yeah,
I feel
like,
these ridges
hot
snaking
topic,
down my
I
neck.
think when
Not
I
to
was
mention
there
a few
only
bumps and
did
prongs in
insurance
unmentionable
for
places.
assistant manager and up.
I haven't seen my reflection just yet.
Yeah, they'll do the bear, or because if you work under 27 hours or something like that, they don't have to give it to you. So
Or
like,
a certain portion of
places
the
will
year,
just-
yeah.
I can't tell if you're being silly or
yeah,
serious.
there's certain places will just like work you part time, just so that way you don't get health insurance. Like, oh come on.
And all. The people will see.
The lady I was a
curiosity,
personal assistant for
maybe even
basically
a beast
did that.
hungry for their souls.
She kept me around
But I
just
will
long enough to
save
not have to
our
give me
monsters,
benefits.
Keep them safe. And
Yep.
one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
Go be a bartender or something, like sales, customer commission again, but no health insurance. Yeah, no, yeah. And insurance is so fucking expensive here that like, yeah, like you can make more net, but like insurance is so fucking expensive. You're just like,
It's why I want this to get
Well-
so big so that I can just like go as a company to do a health insurance deal to make it cheaper for everyone who ultimately works here. Like I want this to get big enough
Yeah.
to be able to facilitate that. And ideally a workers' co-op type of a structure would be great.
killer.
Alright, ready.
We have so many long rows to get through. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
I love all these cutscenes.
Flitting between dreams.
My
and
leggings.
Yeah.
nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
I was like,
Yeah.
Shit.
No, it's not what it looks like. I swear.
Let's hope I don't die. Will you save?
Hurt you? I just
Just in
need
case I
you.
roll
Oh
like
yeah,
shit.
we have. When you worked at high-end sales at Macy's, made great money, but they kept it so couldn't get insurance, so it wasn't really a net positive. Yeah.
A vampire, a slave to
I
sanguine hunger.
I do not mean this in a mean way. I'm not surprised. Like that's Jesus. And save.
Cool. You
All of my computers like support
strangely
attack of
concerned.
opportunity by disabled ad block. Like I am I am attack of opportunity. Stop. Or no, by disabling ad block. It's like I am attack of opportunity.
am
How am I
attack of
supposed? You want me to
opportunity.
pay
Fight me.
myself?
I think they do.
I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds.
I rob from
whatever
everyone
can
I know
get.
on principle.
I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
It's fine. I just hope I roll well
A
enough that you don't kill me.
sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind.
I mean, the first time we played, I found that hard. I fucked that up and fucking died.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
Yeah, and that's why you snuck up on me in the middle of the night.
Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste.
I need the buff, honestly.
I swear.
And your trust.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the temperament and disposition of a wet cat.
But when he dries off, he's actually kind of tolerable.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches. Your pulse quickens.
Let's try persuasion first. Gonna add my voice to the circle bonus now. Hey!
Nice.
Loving that works.
That was amazing.
Well, yeah, you probably felt more dead
My
than
mind is
usual.
finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
I love that that's the name of the buff he gets when you feed him.
Happy, yeah.
Just happy.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
Fusion wizard. Thank you. You did not have to do that, man.
Stronger, more
Could have at least let me give you a discount.
ready to hunt.
Yeah, you should have waited. But thank you. Oh,
Wait,
you have promo
and
too.
quest
Okay, that's
interests?
fair.
Oh, it's giving out the... Okay. That's cool. It shows
Yeah.
you who's getting the gifted sub. So we have Azrael, quests and jests, one pulled spells, one... Oh, you got the promo. Okay, good. At least you got the promo.
There you go. That's at least
But
something.
also, thank you. Slash Y.
Thank you.
But thank
You do not have to.
Unauthorized
You do
user.
not have to, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Got an illithid tadpole.
What?
From the gotcha machine. They got an illithid tadpole.
Oh, nice.
I got one,
yep,
and I got an
mhm.
illithid tadpole. It's until the 30th without us having trigger it. That's why you were curious. You dork. Thank you.
Thank you. You did not have to, but thank you.
And you got
I
one and you got
appreciate
some
it.
spells. We
Hell
can
yeah.
both use the emotes we designed again. Yay!
Hey!
I'm gonna go do that first thing.
That is the only thing that sucks about not subscribing is to my own channel is when I'm in here, like, so I can see the chat. Is I can't use my own frickin' emotes.
There we go. Nice. And anyone else that wants to get in on it, it looks like, because of you, Fusion Wizard, gets 50% off subs, gifts, or bits. If I'm understanding it correctly. Or it's 50% full. I genuinely don't know. Very proud of that hype train emote. Oh, right. Gotta talk to Astarion.
Good morning. How do you feel?
My neck hurts. How do you think I feel?
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's
I just
hunger,
noticed that my earrings
but
are the
few
bi
of
flag.
I'm in a conversation with Karlak, so I'll have to look in a second.
Oh, I've no idea. For 200 years. the
What happened
sun
while you were away?
would
I
have
got
turned
bit by a
into
vampire. Fusion wizard
Until
gifted
the
some
crash
subs.
When I woke up bathed in its light.
Oh, and we discovered that my earrings are the bi flag.
Or something.
And even though I'm pan,
wants
I'm
me
still
alive.
very happy that it's the bi flag.
They've changed the rules.
I would call myself
Standing
bi
inside,
if there weren't bi
waiting
people
for a
who
river,
only liked
wandering
biological
into
girls and
homes without
biological
an invitation.
boys.
They're all perfectly mundane
Like,
activities.
gender's a spectrum and I want all of it.
Well, we can figure those out in time.
Sorry, that actually just reminded me. I've been seeing a lot of trans folk
I'm
like
just glad you're being sensible about
having
these
to ask like
revelations.
questions of people who say they're
And
pan
also,
because so many
might
people
turn
are
up with torches
chasers
and pitchforks.
and are just like
Although there's still
fucking
time.
weird about it.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
Oh, Gale and Will cannot trust me all day long.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of.
I think if I was gender
openness
fluid,
and
I'd just strike
honesty.
out with people
To work
even
together
more.
as a team.
Stop.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
It just makes me think of that like that little gif of that dude with the SMG like kneeling and pointing at the back,
back
of his
of his
own
head.
fucking head. With that comment, that's all I think. I'm
Scratch.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Well met.
Rude.
A possibility, but I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules.
You have him sending skulls
That's the
now.
only
Good job.
language
You
devils
should
listen
apologize.
to.
Just killing people.
Listen, sometimes you just knock it so far out of the park that nobody can find it. It's not your fault you can't catch something that ain't in the stadium no more.
That would be sorry, my brain jumped around. That would make baseball way more boring and way more funny if they're like, okay,
My
cool.
contract is very
Go get
clear.
it. Go get it.
I can bring Mazor and Ilya.
Oh my
To let me out
god.
of my
That...
pact
Wait, did you
willingly.
guys see the secret lair that's
only
dropping
way out is
next?
if I
The
can
Sonic one?
out-bargain her.
Are you talking about the Sonic one or are you talking about the Avatar one?
On our backs
Because
and the
yes.
worms in our heads.
Because I saw the Sonic one today. And like I'm not a huge Sonic fan. I know if you want to get frank into Magic, that's how you do it.
Oh, yeah.
Just be like, hey, there's some Sonic cards. The Avatar one, all I saw was they had 2 cards that they were showing the art process for. I don't know if it's going to be a set or a secret layer. So, but I'm excited for the Avatar one.
I'm
I'm
so
very, very excited. I hope it's a secret layer. You
I
might
might
convince
convince
Frank.
Frank to play
I
Magic.
wasn't
Do it.
expecting it. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to have some company on
But
this
yeah,
journey.
dude, absolutely. I mean, Scratcher
Sweet.
addiction,
No harm
Magic
in
Pack
everyone
opening
being
addiction. It's
sweet,
pretty
don't you?
lateral. The Avatar might be a set.
Thank you.
I would not be
I'm
surprised.
sure we'll get along perfectly well.
I'm gonna proxy most of it, but I'm building a block right now that's gonna be the sets of
If Sonic is in Magic, Frank would for sure play.
oh yeah. But I'm building a block that's both the D&D sets, the Final Fantasy sets, the Lord of the Rings sets, and the Warhammer sets. So if I have to add the Avatar sets too, it'd be just stupid.
And
It'd be awesome.
all of the Mikus.
Yes, and all of the Mikus, and all of the Godzillas.
Oh my god. So
Unfortunately, it's just Godzilla lands, but
Fusion Wizard, I don't know if you're a Japan fan, but I know Jingle Pope is.
he went to sometime last year. He did, if I don't remember.
I don't know all these
He went to
things.
Japan.
No,
I was sure I told you about it. But yes, there are
Vincent
Miku
got
cards.
me the Miku Letterman jacket for my birthday, so it should be here in like a month or so, and I'm so hyped.
Yeah, It's supposed to be here by August.
And yes, there's Miku
There are
MTG
some
cards.
shipping
There's
delays.
a Sakura set, a Winter set, a Project Diva set, and I think there's a couple for the Miku who couldn't sing.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a movie that came out called A Miku Who Can't Sing. It's really cute.
That just sounds sad.
No, it's funny.
Scratch has something for us.
Squitch! Buddy, 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 buddy. Oh, I have to hang on. I have to be able to talk to him. Oh, what up, Merlin? Jess went to MagicCon and got
Yeah,
you a
you were
bunch of
telling me
stuff.
Jess was
Nice.
going to MagicCon.
Dog holds
And like, so speaking of MagicCon, now I'm seeing pop up on eBay of just the outer box, the big oversized spin down, and like the ephemera and punch cards pop up of the gift bundle for the Final Fantasy set.
I wouldn't mind that at
And
all.
if someone sells it for like 20, I'll be like, okay, cool. That's what I was really wanting. No lie, that's what I was wanting. So if I see it for like 20 bucks there, I'm like, okay, cool.
I need to put Scratch's ball in my wheel. Give me a second.
But yeah, I remember
Slot customization.
I remember you saying Jess was going, and you were asking me if there was anything, but yeah, that's, you got to show me what the haul was. I'm curious. I'm really, really curious. What spells you casting over there?
I'm throwing a ball. Go get it. I'll see what my shop gets this week. Jess and you are gonna go. Nice.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
I doubt a shop would be. Yes, we can throw the ball for the dog.
Yeah.
I doubt a shop would be selling just the box and die. I wouldn't be surprised, but
Mostly the rare exclusive
Yeah,
con
it-
sleeves and stuff. Yeah. Some of them end up on Amazon.
I mean-
like the Miku Expo ones ended up on Amazon
Those did.
from the overflow. So I'm gonna get a pack. But like a lot of them don't. Yeah. I know the D&D movie ones, most of them sold out at MagicCon that year. Going to Frank's
Yeah.
on Sunday, see what Final Fantasy cards I can get. Nice.
Hey, soldier. You aren't asleep, are you?
I mean the
buzzing,
cards you were
honestly.
showing me was just in the
Couldn't
Tidus
wait to
Commander
talk to you.
deck, and it has every party member from the game. And Tidus and
good
Yuna can be
life is.
swapped as your commander. Same with the Cloud deck. Cloud or Tifa can be swapped as your commander. I picked up the Tidus deck for myself and the Cloud deck for Death, and we haven't played them yet because we haven't had time to like sit down and like play. But just I don't know how long a two-person game of Commander will go with those decks. I feel like it's
But
either going to go very
eventually,
quick
I
or
think I'm
very
gonna get
long.
a top-down camera, one so I can film makeup videos at the desk, but also so we can play Magic on here. Jess and I all went to the Final Fantasy pre-release, and I think together we dropped $700, so the shop knows we mean business whenever you go. Like, guys, check this out.
All right, that's pretty sick.
Thank the gods. I was afraid
It's like
I
us
was
whenever
the
we go
only
into Blackcraft, they know that we're stocking
10
up for
years
like
is a
3
long
years, and they're
time to
like,
be
what old
trapped
things
in
can
the
we pull out
hells.
for you? What
10 years without
Yeah.
a kind word.
prototypes do we have? You guys have been here for 13, God, they just had their 13-year anniversary. That's nuts to me.
Feel real again.
Hmm.
That we've had those 2 original shirts that long.
Gods, I want to ride you till you see
I still have
stars.
mine. I say we still have yours too.
We still have mine. It's going in the t-shirt quilt because that disintegrated.
Mm-hmm.
You don't mince words, do you?
Ugh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you.
God, I love
or
Karlak.
myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you.
115 is better than I've seen, but I wouldn't pay 115 if you can find one for 70.
So they were retailing, the MSRP I should say is 70. I was able to score both the commander decks for 70. Unfortunately, because there's so much hype around this, that they're kind of getting like scalped like crazy. So 115 is in with the range.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Me.
Also, every time I see that first dialogue option, all I think is, just one kiss.
I'll turn you to charcoal.
Dork.
Guaranteed.
Unless I leave you begging for more. I am not kissing a frog! I'm not kissing a frog!
You can try. But don't hurt those pretty lips of yours, alright?
They feature heavily in my future plans.
That's so smooth.
Check out Shuffle and Cut.
No.
Yeah, Shuffle and Cuts by the store.
Are you alright?
A little singed, but it was worth it.
You have no idea. If I weren't so worried about killing you, I'd be in a puddle on the floor. So,
Just,
what do we do now?
you know, we have potions of fire resistance. You know that, right?
That's a thing that exists. You used to go there all the time for Yu-Gi-Oh? Am I translating that correctly?
I'm going to guess so. I had a lot of friends play Yu-Gi-Oh! I never got into it. I tried. I was just like, we could just
I had
play
that one
Magic
deck
instead.
that was all I was allowed to have. Was I had that one deck from my grandma. Better now that it got bought out. Nice. We could read a book?
I like the sound of that.
I am so brain rotted from TikTok. My brain is not like
My
thinking
turn.
of like a boring book and immediately thinks of fucking
Of Tusk Love?
just smut. Yeah, it just jumps to smut. What happened with Tusk Love coming out like as an actual book? Hang on.
I pre-ordered it and one other thing with credits on Audible.
Luke, I better head back to my bunk. You might not be able to touch me.
Because I need to know.
You've given me a lot to...
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, it's not pre-ordered
back
yet.
in 2009. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2004? 2003? Ow, I bit my lip again. But it's the other side now.
Did you put a tooth through it this time?
No, I think it's just a blood blister.
Okay.
Alright, to Frank's I go.
I'm into Frankensons since before you and I met, I think even. I think I went with Mav.
Yeah,
Wait, yeah.
You went with Mav. You and I had already met each other, like we were hanging out. But it was before we were together. I want to go to Frankensons so bad. I haven't been there for freaking ever. Because they also, that store that Talazin used to work at in the Honda Center in, LA. Little Tokyo. Frankensons has kind of filled that niche of, like, importing from Japan, Korea, and China. So they have a lot of really, really cool limited stuff there now. And they do, like, it's not just cards anymore and tabletop games. It's, like, Funko Pops, sideshow statuettes. They have so much stuff. No, Gail, I don't want to see your magic trick. Especially not when you're over here fawning over your emotionally
I think you mean his magic dick. God, the first time we played this, he was like, "No, I could show you some magic later," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, you can show."
Miles away.
Yeah, almost 13 years ago.
Wait, are we mom and dad?
I think so.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I definitely feel like your mother.
I mean, you want to see the magic? No, it's his dick. The magic
It's
trick
his
is his
dick.
dick.
More or less.
Like
I
the
was
first
lost in
time, like when he does that,
prayer
or this whole
of all
conversation
things.
basically is like, oh, I can show you some of my magic. You can
Mistral.
see it, and I'll show you
For
later.
indeed
We
it
can
was
meet
her
up. And
image
he
I
just
conjured.
basically whips his dick out.
Commands all magic.
Fight amongst yourselves. Who's who? Your
Salvation,
call.
if such a thing exists,
Mother be
is
motherin'.
hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even
I mean, I
now,
do have the Mary
more
Poppins
than I
bag
fear
of
losing my own
painkillers.
self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art. Magic is.
And I frankly utilize a
life.
good dad joke, but also
I've been
a.
in touch with the weave for
What
as
did I
long
tell
as
you?
can
Didn't I tell you
remember.
that would happen? Yeah. You feel
nothing
stupid
like
now?
it.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
I thought so.
Music.
Night, Jingle Pope. Have a good
Night,
one.
Jingle
Sleep
Pope.
well.
All rolled
I
into
will
one
see you
and given
later.
Expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this?
Would you like to experience this? No.
Yeah, it is a yeah, my kit is a Mary Poppins bag of tech
It is.
tools. I will see you tomorrow.
Hold the flashlight.
Disinterest is such a disheartening condition.
To be fair, as
Always a
well,
pity when
like I
opportunities
know
slip us by.
some about cars. I know enough.
night.
This one's the gearhead.
It's true.
That one is the gearhead, not me. So frequently, it is them yelling at me to hold the flashlight.
While I'm crawled up on the side of one of the cars, sticking my head in the engine bay, trying to figure out what's going on.
Like right now, with the problems with my poor
Oh,
car. I don't want to think about.
All's well, I hope. Aside from the
Watch
obvious.
Shadowheart try to break open the artifact, just sitting over here giving it the twist, like, come on!
Dude, I'm amazed, like, we don't ever see her, like, with it on a rock and a hammer
And a
just, like,
hammer.
trying to bang it open.
Yeah, I'm
Or
always
another
shocked
rock.
we don't see her, like, taking other people's weapons, trying to crack it open.
For real.
Why do you insist on extreme
I mean,
fast?
yeah, you did get a Toyota.
You
Like,
don't have to worry about
oil,
it, that's
engine
fair.
oil is not,
A
motor
vampire
oil is not
spawn.
optional. It is, you get a
Kept with the
Toyota or a
same
Honda,
family.
especially a Toyota,
Also still
motor
alive.
oil is optional. Okay?
I was never able to resist their commands.
Maintenance is a suggestion, not a necessity. It's just gonna keep going.
They won't ever control me again.
I'm pretty sure if you let it sit for 15 years unattended, it will still fire up without issue.
100%.
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood
The
and turn you
Volkswagens,
into a
too.
vampire spawn.
Old
There
Volkswagens
will
will
be
run on like nothing. I call it the Becky
In
test.
Call it the
theory,
Becky
next step
test,
is to
shut
drink their
up.
blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire.
Oh, Becky does have 400. Yeah, if Becky's got one, then yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That was
People
good
think
on her
the
to get
biggest
one,
threat to a
though,
vampire
too.
is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire.
Well, it's like Hell
They're
Adam's Land
scheming,
Cruiser
paranoid, power-hungry beasts.
that sat for
Oh,
years
God.
and years while he
Give
was
up
filming
control
Mythbusters
over
because he had the
his
little
spawn
car. He's just like,
to create
oh
a
no, I can
complete-
fire it up once every 5 years.
Trust me, it doesn't happen.
In 2014, it's still working. Yeah. I mean,
So,
again,
let's see.
Toyota. My first car, the only reason
Have you
I
driven
I
her? I
had
would
to
not
get
let
rid of
Becky
it
drive me
is-
anywhere, no.
That's the
I-
last we hear.
I love
I-
Becky.
I
feel
don't
like she's
think I
a
would
crazy
ever-
driver.
I don't think I would ever get in the car. Yeah, that's why I haven't gotten in the car with her.
There may be
Oh
But
no, I
my
know she
first
hasn't
car
like
was a
killed
Toyota
someone. I
Cressa.
get really
also
motion
one
sick.
peon after me.
Oh no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Of like, how has she not killed someone? That's why I don't get in the car. It's because like, that's how I figured that's how she drives.
The patriarch of his coven, and a
But no, my
monster
first car was a
obsessed
Toyota Cressida. I loved that thing. The
He
only
turned
reason
nearly
I
200
stopped
years
because
ago.
someone T-boned me,
I became
and
his
so the
spawn.
rear driver wheel
And he
was
became
bent
my
in like
Toyota.
that, and it was too expensive to replace it.
It was him, I'm sure.
Yeah. You guys got out of the car and just Ubered back. The only time I've done
My
something
point
like
stands.
that was I was in the car with Death's dad, and he pissed me off, and I got into it, and I was like, I'm getting out of the car. No, I'm just getting out of the car, and we were at an off ramp, and I just got out of the car and just started walking, and I was gonna Uber.
I have history with these
Yeah, rip the
barbarians.
Toyota. I know, I loved that car. That car was sick too. It was a '91 in pearl white.
He's
Oh, that
reminding
thing
me of his power.
fucked.
Even in the middle of nowhere.
It was not pearl white when I saw it. It was very much
wants me
white with a thick layer of dust.
Yeah. Fair enough, warranted. Yeah, I mean,
Safe.
he said something to Nana, and I was just like, no. And I called him out on it. He said, I'll punch you in the head. And I was like, I'm getting out of the car. I'm getting out of the damn car. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. And just started walking. Like, I got several legs. I'll figure it out.
Hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you.
I just love that my Uncle Randy came back and was like, hi, I heard you needed an Uber. Like, thank you.
I appreciate that from Randy. I appreciate the hell out of it, because I was ready to walk. I was like, I don't know where I am, but I got a phone, I got maps, I'll figure it out. I got location history on. I'll find my way back. I don't want to, but I was so glad he picked this up, because I was just like, oh, thank God.
Just need to be vigilant. Keep our wits about us. And kill any monster hunters on sight.
Have we killed what's his face yet?
No.
Did we kill that guy yet?
No.
Okay. I thought we did.
No.
I don't know. It's been a while. It's been such a minute that I don't remember.
I was just able to confirm that with Astarion. We have not killed him. Karlak rolled off her bed mat.
Oh my God! How many more? We have so much backed up.
Apparently. Though I do love all these conversations. But it is nice to do them in
Oh, yeah.
one big stretch for continuity's sake.
Yeah. Or just knock him out, get him done with, too, and then...
Oh, I missed a call. Who the crap did I miss a call from? Oh,
At
Victoria.
this hour?
Victoria. I'm gonna text her.
Do you want to confirm the thing first?
Yeah.
Player 2?
Everything okay? Question mark.
Hey, soldier.
I'm streaming.
He says you
Period.
might try cooling
I saw
me
that you
down.
called.
Any leads? Yes.
I love this. Hang on, let me.
Is...
There you go.
Well, I need a jug of water first, so I need to find one.
Check Gale's camp. Or one of the trunks, maybe?
I can probably summon one through the spell scroll. If I don't see one around here, then I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, I don't see one, so... Turn-based. Character sheet. Not that one. This one.
Do you need me to pass my turn?
No, you'll be okay.
Okay.
I think this will be it.
I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Cast the wrong... No.
You can't summon one?
Unfortunately, no.
You want me to leave the camp and go find you one?
Can't leave camp right now.
Oh, right. We've already turned into the night. Hang on. Let's see here.
Uh-huh.
Oh! Shadowheart has one.
Got one?
Yeah. Over here by her, her candle basin. I was like, somebody had one.
Thank you, Shadowheart. I'm going to cool my very hot girlfriend
I love this.
by throwing a jug of water at her fucking face.
This is one of my favorite scenes.
This is clever. Might even work. Come here. I'm dizzy. And you? Are you all right?
Just
Actual sparks.
I hope that's true. Because I'm hoping for seconds, thirds, and fourths once we find a way to cool off this engine. Gods, me too. That
I just
was...
love that. Oh, believe you me, it is my
Amazing.
top priority.
But it is what it is, isn't it? I may not be able to have any fun, but you're still free as a lark. You have your fun with the others till then. I don't mind sharing, if I must. But keep a piece left over for me, hmm?
Oh, that's a non-negotiable.
I will then.
The wet cat has words for me.
Yep, the wet cat does have words for you.
Friend.
Are you drunk?
I have
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Not alcohol, of course.
A bear.
He took a little of my blood. I took all of his.
Just when did you when did you find the time to
It's
do
nothing
that?
compared to, well, other things I could be dining on, but significantly better than the rats and bugs Cazador served me. I existed. That was enough for him. He reveled in having power over me. Because those with power can do whatever the hell they want. Is it? What good is freedom if I'm always watching the shadows?
The most unrealistic part of this entire game is the fact that you can fix them.
To grind Cazador into the dust. Powerful enough to do whatever the hell I want. Let them. Heroes are half the damn problem. Fools that believe in right and wrong, good and evil. Heroes didn't save me from Cazador. Mind flayers did. They gave me a gift.
Oh, don't look so shocked,
The
me.
strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
Buddy, that was a big jump. Good job.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
All right, we're good. How are there more? buddy, what you
Oh,
got
God.
for me?
Dog is unable to speak through the small bag
Oh,
he holds in his mouth.
Got buddy?
I don't know. Maybe you
Oh,
can
he
tell
brought me a bone.
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Oh boy.
Best boy.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an
Oh
explanation.
shit.
Or your head.
Now. I won't warn you again.
Our girlfriends are fighting
Yeah.
again.
Remove yourself if you are so easily offended.
I'm
This
not
is
offended.
your
I just want you to
concern.
stop fucking arguing.
Nonsense.
Doesn't help anyone.
You're just
I saw
finally
the
showing us what you
watch the
really are.
argument unfold,
A
and I
reaver
just was
to the
immediately
bone.
brought back to last
Spare your
week when I saw
dignity.
that
Every word
woman
that spills
call
from your
that
mouth is
fucking
worth
dude
less
out
than
in
the
front of
rest.
the restaurant. Oh, okay. So I'll tell the story now on stream, so that way people are like, "What are you talking about?"
Do it.
So I go out.
Settles feuds and roots out the weak.
I step out for a
Do you hear
vape break.
this tripe?
Just sounds. That sounds incorrect. That sounds so incorrect.
No others.
Excuse
Just
me.
you and me.
So I step outside for a smoke break, and I
Liza
hear this
thinks I have
woman
something important
laying
to her people.
into this
She's
dude,
deluded,
and I'm like, what
clearly.
the fuck is going on?
Lies. She
And
carries an
long and
heirloom
short of
my
it
people.
is
I must
this
know
woman
why.
caught her husband cheating through some means. I don't know exactly what means, but she had set up
You hear that,
a
Liza?
date
It's called
at a
common
restaurant.
sense.
There was no
You seek
date. They
reason
did not
and
have a
disorder.
reservation. She was done up like she was out there on a date, and he was done up like dude on
I
a
doubt
date
this
of like
one's
a
wits will
polo
be
and
sharp
dad
by then.
shoes and the
I
nice
do not
jeans.
wish to spill blood here. Come daylight, we will find.
But there was
a way to
another
end this.
person with them, and she's just
You can
going
accept your
fucking
wrong,
off of
or
like,
we'll be rid
how
of
the
you
fuck did
permanently.
you think you were gonna get away
Either
with this,
way, I will.
George? Okay, we've been
George.
together. What was it? I think it was 16 years
Yeah.
or something like that. She's shown me all of the texts. I've seen everything. I know what you've been up to. I know you've been fucking her
You
behind my
had
back.
every
I was
chance
like,
to look
oh
the other way.
shit, things have gotten juicy. Oh man.
Choose this.
And she's
Spare me the
fucking
justifications,
laying into this
coward.
fucking dude. Just,
If anyone
I have all of
asks,
the fucking
I'll say
proof.
you
I have every
transform.
fucking text message and every
expect to be
screenshot. I
wrong.
have seen everything. And his best defense was, no, we talked about this. We've talked about this. She's like, no, we haven't talked about you with fucking other people behind my back, George.
George.
Just the indignant nature of which she like chewed into his name was excellent. Oh my god, I'm just sitting there like hitting my fucking vape like, I
She's
really
a
want to film this, but that's
It's
too
the
far.
art
That's a
of
bridge too
not
far,
her.
but damn, this is juicy.
And I'll show you.
Yeah, it was just fucking excellent because the amount of effort that took to set up a like at least 24 hours to
We needn't be
find out
enemies.
what's going on,
There's
put all the
plenty of
pieces
those
together,
to go
have a
around.
conversation with this other girl,
What would you have? That we be
and then set up a date
Let's not
night
get ahead of
and
ourselves.
wait patiently that entire time to then drop all that on him like a fucking pallet of hammers.
But
Oh my
imagine
god.
what we might achieve if we channeled
Well,
some
and the
of
fact that he
hostility
tried to
back
like
at our real
keep
foes
lying his way
instead of
out
each
of
other.
it is
They wouldn't
nuts.
stand a chance.
With the stellar excuse of we've talked about this. Like what the fuck?
Should I go
Kind
talk
of
to Shadowheart
excuse.
first? She doesn't have an
Yes,
exclamation
you should.
mark.
I tried. Yes, talk to her. I'm gonna talk to Lae'zel. I realized that as soon as I hit that, but I could
Almost
not back
pleasant
out. So
traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. You have an interesting definition of friendly.
You're right, I do
But
have an
yes.
interesting definition of friendly. Blame the absolute entire world.
Yeah.
Fucking girls.
The girlfriends are fighting again.
The girlfriends are fighting again.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
I really hope we can get the auths to use music.
Otherwise, I think I just have to utilize the loophole of karaoke with or without music isn't infringing.
Yes, but you can't bot it.
Looking at something? I'm looking too, but not seeing very much. Another quirk of my affliction. Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost.
God, his story is so fucking sad.
What? I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What you see.
Well,
I
your
see
mole
someone
definitely
wasting my
grabs
time.
my attention.
Excuse me, I'm an eternally young vampire, not your doting grandmother. You can do better. What else?
Wet cat. Your unsightly mole. Which mole even too? Like
Just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day. You're beautiful. Karlak is beautiful. You're fine now.
I love 4 of calling him out still gets approval too. Of like, is that all you want? Shallow praise? And like calling his ass out.
I thought we had something special. Still, you're nice too. I better get some beauty sleep. It seems I need it if I'm to catch up with the competition.
I like that one. That was cute. I'm glad I did that. Back. Oh my god, they're gone!
Ah.
That never happens!
Very glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled things without letting any blood. I would have enjoyed the spectacle, but not losing either one of those lunatics.
Oh, I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine
Only
night's
slightly
entertainment.
horny, Neil.
I love that note.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
The fact that someone found that buried too, like, is so fucking funny.
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
Ew, it's supposed to be like 84 tomorrow. Gross.
That is gross. That is very gross.
Oh.
Well, then. That's the spirit.
There we go. I talked to Will, but like it didn't give me the option to put him in my party at first, and I was really confused. Ah, there we go. Symbiotic end. I was like, I have another one that's until long rest. What the fuck was it? Oh, right. Chemist spores, haste spores, and biverbang spores.
A long way to go still.
Shadowheart. Thoughts. Speak with animals.
Careful, I bite. I mean this, I mean...
Dirty trick.
Sharp as ever.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a lot on my mind.
I think I'm just about ready myself here.
Oh, I forgot to drink potions of Hellgenate strength for everyone.
Yes, you do need to do that.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
What now?
What now is you're gonna drink a potion of Cloud Giant Strength. Ta-da!
The pride of the gate.
No time to rest.
Okay. Ready.
We're finally ready.
Think so.
Oh my god, that was
If
so
I leave
much.
camp
That was
and an
so much.
exclamation point pops up, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now to remember what the fuck we were doing quest-wise.
Solid question.
I could use the target practice.
Let's see, I think we finished. Yes, she is out of prison and we have let her go. I don't think we've started Arabella yet, have we?
No, we have not. So, after you.
My dagger.
Do you want to talk to, Mattis?
Yeah.
I heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal kids away.
Yeah, surface dwellers tell all sorts of lies about us.
Us too.
Yeah.
No one says anything nice about tieflings. Here, want to see a trick? Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Oh.
I never
Fishing
learned
felt
names
good
or
and
anything.
terrible.
Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it heads or tails. Heads it is.
They even have the coins accurate
That's the kind of luck you get
for the
from one of
coins
my
that are in
lucky rings.
I
favor.
was just looking
I've
at
got
that.
more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Hold on, one coin toss doesn't prove anything.
I don't know what you mean. Hey, that hurts.
You
I'm
decided
running
against Ben and decided for work.
What's a tinker's trash?
No. Ugh.
Well, welcome back.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. But, bruh.
But seriously, why are you working at 11:15 at night?
Huh. Interesting.
It's not like you work in
And I
stocks or
promise
anything
this
like
isn't
that.
a tinker's trash scam. Look, I swear to you, these rings are the real deal. I promise.
Promise
I'm not running
a scam.
Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not?
No, I'm keeping the ring.
I knew it. Hang on. That's what I got.
Got in bed and I started thinking about the function I needed to write, and then I thought I came up with a solution, so I had to try it. Good news, I did figure it out. Bad news, I can't do anything about it because it requires a system admin. Crap! Well, at least you figured it out. That's good.
Yeah, that's something.
Nothing.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
You won't be able to try it till Monday. Crap.
Damn.
On Monday, you
A
have a
demo for the software that needs to be working. Oh no.
You see her hand in your bags and the shame in her heart.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure it'll work, because if you tested it, then it should be pretty sturdy, barring other issues like, you know, random crap that needs to be there for no apparent reason for other things to work. Oh, it straight up works. Oh, good. It's just
Good.
stressful that you have to go in and get it done before, like, immediately before presenting it.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief,
Exactly.
Hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now
Yeah,
get back.
I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
Rashem, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Oh, roar at me all you want.
Come, Magrin.
Bitch ass
Give
bear.
them a chance. You, step back.
Bitch
Go
ass
join the other
bear.
tieflings.
This fuck ass bear.
It's forbidden to outsiders. Korga's orders. Druid or not, you're still an outsider to this place. Entry is forbidden.
If you can work out any other things in the meantime.
What?
Hmm.
I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Me when I can't sleep, staring at my iPad like, is there more that I can fix?
For real though. Also, I've got a... who wants to talk to him? Who wants to talk to the blowhard?
Oh, I got it. You did it last time. Jungle Pope wants to know if he can play with the truss rod.
Ah, my good friend.
You
were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions.
As long as you have a 7mm nut driver,
Overstating my
and
interest.
you... So do not turn it clockwise.
Glory.
Because it cannot get any less relief.
Describe that particular batch of goblins. Size, nature,
But you
distinguishing
can
qualities.
take out relief if you wanted to.
Successfully
The thinking was
recalling
trying to remember the
various
truss rod size
details
and
of
then the
goblin behavior.
where the neck was at. Because you never ever want a neck dead flat. As much as people say that, you don't want a neck dead flat. So if you were wanting to, basically all you could do is raise it. If you want to try to put a minor tweak into it to take a little bit of buzzing out, give it like an 1/8 of a turn counterclockwise when you are, when you have the headstock up here and you're looking down the rest of the guitar counterclockwise to the left, give it like an 1/8 of a turn at a time.
I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
That's not gonna, you can deal with it tomorrow. That's fair. Because the height's where you want it. It's just getting the
silver dragon for brass.
buzzing out, which I'm so annoyed with myself with. Don't know what's happening or why.
When they fell upon the gates.
I have no idea. Not until I look at it. I wasn't having it as the thing, as the more annoying thing.
Oh, curious.
So,
Indeed.
I know the neck, because it's so thin, is a little temperamental.
She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabius in favor of someone called the Absolute.
So it might actually be where we have to put a little less relief into it. Actually, yeah. The neck, it's so like, for instance, that neck, because it's so thin, it's more prone to shifting. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's wood. You're working with an organic material that is susceptible to humidity, temperature, everything. It's just part of the nature of guitars. That said, I remember when you brought it over, like 2 weeks ago or so, and it was not acting up when you showed up. The guitar was hot. So try putting in like a tweak with the truss rod. If I'm still fine if you want to come by tomorrow, not worried about that. But take out a hair of relief by doing like an 1/8 of a turn on the truss rod and see what it does. And see if it's still feeling right, and then takes the buzz out, because sometimes those tiny increments is all you need.
Until we meet again.
When you're looking down the guitar, yeah, I don't know how Volo is an anchor being.
I am far from home.
I have not seen this, sorry. when you're looking down the neck, the headstock's up here, the body's down there.
The bear
Turn
does
it an
speak.
eighth of a turn to the left.
Surround a crude sketch.
So counterclockwise, so leftwards.
Disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
No, bear.
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthheim friend.
But like for instance, the neck, that giveaway that the neck is temperamental is the amount it takes to take relief out of it and disengage its trust rod entirely. Usually, it's only going to be like a half turn to get a trust rod engaged and to where you want it.
Shh, I'm concentrating.
You mean take a key?
Yeah.
Is the coin in the middle?
Let me. I need to. And nobody saw me.
Good?
I believe we're good. We deal with it tomorrow? That's fair.
Hey, nat 20.
Yeah, you're right. This is better.
What?
The fact that I get points with Shadowheart, Astarion, and Karlak for being like, no, you should leave it out. It's not shiny enough. Not worth your time.
Well, so when you brought it over that first time though, and like that first time I did an LCP on it, the bridge was like the neck was backbowed, but the bridge was way high. So
I'm sorry.
it was way too high to compensate it.
She's just
A what?
So like,
A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the
That's
devil.
what it is. Kago
And
looks
I
like
will
Bryce
cast out
Dallas
the
Howard.
rest.
yeah, 100%. But I remember even when I first worked on it, did that first level crown and polish on it, like disengaging the trust rod took forever. It took so many turns because it's
Spoken
just a
with the
temperamental.
devil's forked tongue.
Like it,
Perhaps you don't know that
those
Sylvanas
like
spoke further.
both of these ones too, with the necks being so thin now, after how much shaving it took up, they're just as temperamental.
The parasite lives. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil.
Hey, Crit Crafters!
Hey, Crit Crafters!
How you doing?
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely.
Thanks for lurking.
I don't know why the lurk bot for Stream Elements is not working correctly, clearly.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially because that's a default one. That's not one that I had to, like, create and program.
I know. For some reason, it's just like... Just shit in the bed. We were playing Tuxedo Mask. A Sailor Moon TTRPG sounds fun, but the power creep I feel is going to get actually...
Oh god, yeah.
Like, stupid. Low level, that sounds fun, but you cannot go late. Oh, there was a whole system for it. I thought you were just, like, theming something for it. That's insane.
I'm gonna have to look
That's
that up.
fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed.
Why does my keyboard keep doing this?
There's no level or the mechanics is. It's more
My
like
grace has
improv
its
with 2
limits.
stats and that's it. Oh, nice. It's mostly systemless.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Holson.
That is really fun.
Halcyon isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
God, this is so... This is like, it's almost fallen in the world of lost media because like, I can barely find. I'm finding like the role-playing
You did
game,
well to speak up for the girl.
but
That snake is fickle.
and like I'm finding a
tragedy
Kickstarter of
prevented.
one.
Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any
Yeah, like I
of our
found a
world's
wiki
creatures.
article.
Give me a
Whether
second
this
It's like-
something.
replace our leader, she will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
Send it to the group Discord, or to if you friended Morg Rogue, you can send it there. Otherwise, it'll only show up on my end. I don't think they're logged in to the attack one.
Yeah, you could send it to the Attack of Opportunity Discord. I'll see it there.
Master Halsin.
Yeah,
Goblin called.
because I was running up into a similar
Keep
problem
that
because like I was
mistress
wanting
Kulga back in line.
to on the podcast
Hold
for
her
a
to
bit of
task.
a spoiler
Stop this
here,
damn ritual.
talk about like the
More
history of
will die if
classes
the
and
rite
things
is
like
finished.
that,
So
and like
many
trying to
sent
find
into a world
old
gone mad.
stuff.
Is really
of
difficult.
like 4th edition stuff you could find 3 and 3.5, but trying to find like
I
1st,
have
2nd
the
edition
2E
and like
DM's guide, but I'm like afraid to open it because I don't know the last time anybody's opened that paper, and I don't know if it's been stored in acid-free
yeah.
storage. So like if I open that book, it might just disintegrate in my hands.
Yeah. So like I was running up to a real problem trying to like research things because I couldn't find like just
Would you?
a library digitally of any of this stuff, and like part of me is like, man, I would love to be able to do that as part of this whole thing is like start building a repository of practically lost media and just build it as a library so like it was there for people to still access and archive and
Bad
see.
idea.
Yeah.
I can try to crack open the center pages, should be the best preserved in that 2nd edition handbook. But let me...
I don't worry about that one right now just because I don't want to damage that one. And like
I'm gonna
that's
write
the
it
thing
down
too is
for
like I could
myself and see if I can find somebody who has a copy that can be scanned. See if there is one in the National Archives. Still got your copy of the big red box.
That's a copy of the big red box. That's awesome.
I'm
and like
also
that's the
gonna
thing.
scour
Like,
eBay.
well, when I tried looking, a lot of them you could find them for sale, but they're expensive, and like I can understand why to a degree. But like, even just for like researching and things like that, and like looking at the history of like, damn man, this is difficult. Like, I would love to build like a community built archive of like practically lost media as a library. Would be quite fun, I think.
Well, it's like the owner of Palladium was sweet enough when I was working with him and when I did his interview a few years ago, to send me all of the original scans for like the 1st edition of Palladium when I was talking to him about like Palladium Light, like basically their version of 5.0, because he hadn't considered it and he was asking my opinion. And he sent me a bunch of the old stuff that, like, even he had the common sense to scan it in so that it didn't get lost. So that was cool. And then he had, like, I think 3 or 4 copies stored different ways for himself. And that was really neat. Really sweet guy. I don't love the system. Sweet
Chainmail
guy.
first. Crit Crafters recommended chainmail first.
Chainmail first.
And my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf
I'm already on
with
it.
the presence of a bear.
I should also
left
see
west
if
with the Avengers.
Dungeon Magazine
You won't mistake
was
the first
ever
druid for
archived
anyone else.
anywhere. Because if we can't find 1st edition, we can find all of the bits and pieces of it through Dungeon Magazine.
Are you talking about Crit Crafters? Are you talking about the medieval miniature war game by
I wish
Gygax?
I could offer more assistance. I hope to see both you.
I don't want blood on my hands. We have
Because this is wholly new to me.
It's what came before D&D, yeah.
kill a bunch of innocents. I don't want to kill
Ah,
let this grove be harmed. Not again.
D&D's based off that rule set. That's interesting.
There was another one that it used partially as well. It was a straight up war game, like a tabletop war game, and I don't remember what the crap it was called. It was part chainmail and part something else, and I've read it 50 billion times, and I don't remember what the crap it's called.
I don't know.
Oh, Crit Crafters, you're gonna love this. This was the coolest birthday gift so far.
Ooh, I know which one.
So, the original learning tool, education tool, dice, they reissued them for the 50th anniversary, complete with a crayon. So, I got to fill in my own numbers with a crayon and melt them with a lighter, and it's like the coolest thing ever to have these. I rolled a 13, for anyone wondering. And then it came with another set, which is basically like, okay, if we did this now,
The reimagined.
what would we do? And it's all full holographic glitter. It's so pretty.
Beautiful set of dice.
Well, and I love that they did a rainbow holo for the D20 too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my mini came in, so I have a little dungeon master now.
Oh yes.
Come on, focus up. Hello? Little me. Did you get on that chili oil yet?
Oh yeah, we are. Haven't yet because we haven't made eggs. But speaking of dice goblins, wait a second.
Oh god, yeah, I'm a dice goblin. Hold please. We haven't had this detour yet. So those were just from my birthday, but I also have.
Well, your set's first because
Dice.
mine kind of.
More dice. Even more dice that I got in raw sets that I polished and painted over Christmas from Kraken Dice. Another set that I polished and painted from Kraken Dice. A Chungus that I polished and painted from Kraken Dice. 2 character sets for Alara and Aurora. A Tonberry bag of inspiration coins. The D2 that I was telling Crit Crafters and Trash Panda about. From, I want to say, Nordic Forge? Whatever their name is. And then, from Vincent, a custom wormwood rolling tray and dice vault that has within it my 2 other Hero Forge minis of the DM and 2 sets of Dispel dice, as well as 2 D20s gifted from my sister, both dichroic, one frosted, one glossy.
Just hold still.
And further, so this jar does not. I think there is 80 some odd sets in here. This also is only 5-piece sets. They do not have their percentiles or their D20s. These are for playing in person when someone's like, I need to roll a shitload of a certain number.
There's a
And these are all
YouTube
from Wiz
short that we
Dice.
made over the holidays where all of the sets are laying out on our giant gaming table.
So,
That has all of them. Oh, I forgot a set. How did I forget a set?
goblins.
The big dice. With my potion tokens. And these are, I think these are just Wiz dice, but they come in a really nice box. Nobody can hear you. You don't have a mic on those.
I keep forgetting. I do. It just sounds, like I'm stuck in a tin can.
Oh, so you sound like
I don't use
Barley.
it. Yeah, basically.
How do I get all these back in my thing? Here we go. Oh yeah, and my custom health counter from there's a shop on Etsy.
Yeah, and then I have my dispel dice here. So this is my set, which was the second here, so I can. Yes, it was the vaporwave from Dispel.
Pretty sure you have more dice in your home, and I make them for a living. Correct. We. The easiest way to say it is we love supporting independent businesses. The slightly more I have autism way of saying it is I collect the clickety-clackety shiny math rocks.
Yeah.
And I must have them.
Yeah, so that's that. I've got a Norse Forge metal set in the dice box I made, my like dice player vault. Unfortunately, I don't use that because I don't really have the space on my desk to use it. And then I've got my bag of dice.
Yeah,
my bag
these
of devouring.
ones are all the, and you can smell it. Oh my god. These ones are
Those
all
are bath
of the
bomb sets.
the bath bomb sets from Geeky Clean. This is all of the Vox Machina
Vox
and
Bathina.
Mighty Nine, but
Yes.
not Bell's Hells.
Yes.
And then the other one is just like sets that I've accumulated over the years that I happen to really like. Yeah, these are the ones that I'm just like, ooh, these are pretty. But these are all whiz dice. Get all this back in. Okay. That goes there.
Yeah, I'd say we're big Critical Role fans. We don't watch the live streams as much as I would like to.
And I have to keep starting campaign 2 over again because I got halfway through and then just like got super busy, so I stopped listening. And then during the pandemic, we were working from home, so like I got to see a good chunk of the first part of campaign 3. But then when I went back into the salon physical, it was like, Will I forgive them if they drop 5e for Daggerheart? Yeah, I mean, we're over here,
Absolutely.
like, we're using 5e currently, but we're shooting to go, like, systemless, basically. So I completely
or at least
understand wanting
some
something with more
amount.
flexibility.
Yeah, I do like how much narrative, how much Daggerheart leans on narrative, and so for various reasons, I will not say anything too negative live. I have my opinions on how things are being run, and I will, for now, keep those to myself.
Life or death?
But yes, is all I will say.
What was it you needed?
And seeing Critical Role immediately pick up the two creative leads for D&D was very, very telling. That says a lot about what Critical Role wants to do and where Hasbro is not thinking things through. I'll say in the best way. Just because I don't want to be too inflammatory right now for various reasons. Because those would spoil things.
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
But yeah, it I have my opinions and I have my disagreements, is what I'll say.
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me.
Yeah, I'm excited for Daggerheart. Very excited for Daggerheart. I'm very excited what Critical Role is doing.
This way.
I'll keep it. Let's keep it on the positive side. There we go.
Yeah, keeping it on the positive side, I'm very excited to see where Daggerheart's going. I find myself constantly inspired by third-person media with Midst and Unend.
This one had the same
in
problem
how
as
it's
you.
mostly improv.
Attacked
It's
us in the
very
woods together with
systemless
some
and
goblins.
focused on storytelling.
Tadpole crawled out of his head
You
soon
know, I'm
enough.
pleased to see such influential people from Dungeons and Dragons continuing on to do work that they really, really love, in places that they're going to get treated very well and very valued.
parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
No. That was Master Halson. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options.
Back to lurking. You didn't sidetrack us. You're good.
You don't have
You did
to be
not
here for
sidetrack us at
I'd like to
all.
stay,
This whole part of
if
why
it's
we
all the
stream
same.
live is so we can have these
Alright.
conversations, especially the library. The library is
Let's
much
see
more
what we can
free
do.
Yeah, the
form, much
library
more.
is just variety stream. We're good.
Yeah, the library is variety stream for us to have the better opportunity to interact with you. So whereas like we can interact where we can on
first things
game
first.
night,
Tell
but we
me
gotta
about your
focus on the game.
symptoms.
Whereas here we
Have
can
you noticed
absolutely.
anything
This is what that's
strange
for.
happening?
I was just trying to make
Looking
sure I didn't pick
closer,
the wrong
you
options on
recognise
this
the
so that I
branch.
don't die.
And it's no druidic cure.
Yeah, same.
She's holding Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
Everything that has happened to me is unusual, lady.
Nothing? You sure? To hell's with it.
When you're playing so in this game, when you're playing multiplayer,
Go on.
Shit.
So one of two things happens. I can watch the cutscenes. I can also back out of the cutscene and
I'm sorry.
do other things.
But I
Like
can't
right
let
now,
you go.
and unfortunately
If
you can't see it
transform out there, you'll kill
because of how
everyone in the
everything's
world.
going.
Everyone
But
for
I left the
leagues around.
cutscene and I stole some shit. The person in this room had their back turned and was engrossed in the cutscene, so I could steal something. So, yeah, you can actually use it to your advantage quite frequently. I'm also going to unlock Fly right now.
Master Halson did say the drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too. All right, but on one condition. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. Swear it.
Yes, off of their person is a little more difficult because if you fail your sleight of hand check, then you do have to deal with the consequences of that, and like they will notice you, and then you're kind of like, okay, cool, we got to deal with this now. But like you can use a cutscene and then have someone just rob the shit out of somebody.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
Sorry,
but
Astarion.
Thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly,
Okay, so
there's
like,
dozens
let me
of
get
you.
this straight.
Maybe more. Master
My dear,
Halson and
none
I
of
were
us are
tracking,
capable of getting
studying,
anything straight.
trying to figure out
Nor would
what
we like
the
to.
hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections.
I'm waiting for the next
And
line
it
of
doesn't
text.
turn you into one of them. Not
Okay,
yet,
so like, let me get this straight.
Right?
There we go. You go over to some dude in the middle of the woods, cutscene him. Option 1, the other player just robs them blind. Option 2, the other player tries to rob them blind, gets caught, then 2v1 fight. you have magic powers and shit, murder them, take their stuff away. Is that right? It throws everyone into
100%.
Into a battle though. So like if I'm talking
But
to
that's
this
where the
lady,
2v1 aspect comes in.
yeah.
Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne.
Video
and
games
I've
are
no
fun.
idea why.
Video games are
When
fun.
Master
Well,
Halsin
so
heard
this
the
game very
adventurers
much
were heading that
plays
way, he saw a
as
chance to get
well
answers.
as
Joined on the
D&D
spot.
can play
Whatever he
in the
found
scope
there,
of a video game.
He didn't make it back.
Now, obviously,
I've
it's
sent birds
still
to find him, but the place is
has
rotten with
its
goblins. And if my
limitations
birds can't get close, what
because
chance
it's a
do I
video
have?
game.
You though, you're one of them. Technically
But
speaking, I mean, they won't kill
like, I don't think I don't think there's a game that gets more you're playing D&D than this game
and
does.
perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Groom. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out
Theoretically,
there.
you could just go through.
All I can say for sure is they all went to the
You
old
could,
temple
but
of Selûne.
we're
And Master
we don't
Halsin
like
didn't
playing
make it
like
back.
that.
Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember
It doesn't
the
make for an
vial.
interesting story,
Remember your
in my
oath.
opinion.
Step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern.
Oh, my back.
Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
What you're referring to and describing is called
Better than becoming a martyr.
Murder Hobo.
Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
And yes, murder hobos do tend to like Fallout and Skyrim quite a bit. Okay, you're good to come in here and take all the crap in here.
Well, I am doing a thing at the moment, so
I wonder. Hey yo, D&D, but not let's go. Hey, Trash Panda, what's up?
Lifelessly.
How'd your stream go
hey,
earlier?
Trash Panda, how you doing?
Ned Sierranis of the Absolute.
The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Oh, you seen that? It went okay. Just played some Minecraft. Yeah, I saw it pop up. Everyone usually streams when I'm still at work, but I still have the notifications pop up.
Moonrise Towers. Initiation. Scouting. Found druids.
Streaming's low-key hitting an all-time low right now, but I do it anyway. If
The
it still
spell's
brings you
power
joy to do,
you can ask
then
no
keep
more
doing
questions.
100%.
Because at the end of the day,
Well,
this should
we've-
still be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had lulls in everything as well. And just keep playing though. If you enjoy it, you'll get through it. You gotta enjoy it, because it shows when you do it and you don't enjoy it. It shows, unfortunately. So
is fun. It's just hard sometimes. I feel like I'm talking to myself and it makes me insane. Yeah, no, I feel that. That's the hardest part.
Honest, and that is, yeah, that is 100%. That's why it's nice streaming as a duo, because we can just bounce things back and forth with each other.
It's true.
So it makes it less, I'm going insane.
Sorry, I'm reading.
You're good. I'm doing a thing so that we can do things.
That's fair.
I know I'm being so helpful with...
The most helpful. You have no idea, truly.
You will understand in a moment, though.
Whenever I see movement out of the corner of my eye, I have no idea what screen it's coming from, and I have to do, like, the full scan of devices. Bought a new game to stream, that game being grounded, but I don't like playing that game solo, so I have to find someone who will join me, or I'll really go insane. Oh, why do I recognize that name? What game is that? I've heard it, like, this week, and I don't know what it is.
It's not ringing a bell right now, unfortunately.
Bug fighting, that's right.
Yep.
Oh god, so a thing I have to do, in order to, like, have a better idea of lore and, like, be able to tie it all together and know all the second one comes out next month, so you want to do 100 on this one before it does, so you get caught up. That's what I did with Bendy and the Ink Machine. As I played it, like, 3 days before Dark Revival came out. I have to collect all the freaking books. Luckily, somebody made a Google Doc with hyperlinks to images of all the books so that I could go through and read all of them, so that I don't have to just, like, slowly make my way through the game finding every single fucking book that possibly exists. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. I have a thick reading list of books right now that I need to get through on Audible. I honestly might do Audible Unlimited for like 2 or 3 months just to power through them. Also behind on making dice, so you need to sit and make some soon. That's fair. Oh, you were talking about clarity in dice the other night, and I totally forgot to put it in the chat or in the Discord. If you don't have a pressure pot, you can use, what do I call it on stream? A back massager. You can use a rather famous back massager or helping hand applied to the outside of your mold. And as the bubbles come to the top, spray them with 99% alcohol. Do that for a couple of minutes and they should all come straight to the top. And any that are left behind, you won't notice. That's what I did for, you know those big Halloween trays that Target and Michaels sell? I didn't want to lose the pattern on the bottom, so I filled it with resin. Been using lighter for top bubbles.
Yeah.
That works, yeah. Took a look at the throne link just out of curiosity. What would the induction cooktop be used for? I am so glad you asked! I have plans. And for some of the community days, I wanted to do some crafting, and I realized that it would probably be a lot more conducive for you guys if I just put an induction burner on the side of the bar top that the camera would be on, instead of having to get another camera and put it over by my cooktop, so that, like, I can teach you guys how to make candles, or if I want to walk you guys through making some of the food that Alara makes in the keep, and, like, tell you a cute little story about that we can do stuff like that. But yeah, so that's on there for that. So that I don't have to put a camera over my stovetop and risk it, like, coming loose from wherever I put it and dropping directly into soup. Have an issue with bubbles in it rising and causing holes in the
You really
here.
did it, huh?
Yeah, that is what the
And
back
yet-
massager is for.
You're
I
more
learned that trick from
mindful than
Christine
ever.
McConnell.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
You might have an extra one. Back massager or induction cooktop? Because I don't take my back massager secondhand, sorry. Cooktop, oh nice.
Fine. Now, we don't...
I hate having these these conversations with the party, but we don't have to have the take the astral tadpole one.
Yeah.
Mark my words. This power would be no blessing, but a curse. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Perhaps you... No, that's absurd. It won't hear my screams. It won't... My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You might be right.
I feel like we're implying it
But you
as
have
back
long
massager,
studied
and
death
I'm
and
roughly
peace with his
concerned.
The Zaphis
No, so
was devised from such
I can tell the
knowledge.
history of it without saying it.
Just a
Yes, actually.
Hitachi Tool Company
It is a
made a back massager in what, the 60s, 70s?
And avail myself of the
And
something like that.
this back massager got rather popular with the oldest profession in the world, for some
And
very,
is
very
what is
notable
called
reasons.
and is what is known as a pervertible.
But this back massaging wand is also really, really great to apply to the side of your molds, because you can adjust the speed on it, and you can use it to vibrate the resin to get the bubbles out without it being so violent that it fucks up your mold. You can also use it with, oh my god, what is it called? The instant plaster that's not plaster of Paris. It's like the quickset rock stuff.
Oh, I
I'm
do not
forgetting
know.
the name of it. It's not Quickcrete, but it's something of that nature. And you can use it to make beautiful, beautiful casts for dice, for cosplay, for making home decor.
Alginate?
Not alginate. You can use it for alginate. Alginate's great. That's the mold. This is the stuff that you pour into it. It's what Christine made the owl heads on the planters out of. But it's like a rapid setting stone. It's like masonry type material. But yeah, you can use it for all those things. Try that out and see if it works as good as I need. I may finally be able to sell. Yeah. Well, and the nice thing is too, if you get one from Amazon, like, and you are not using it for its pervertible functions, then you can return it and they won't have an issue for it, because they do still sell it as a back massager. So yeah. And I believe their policy is fairly sanitary with that, so I think even if you don't use it for those sorts of things, it is still required upon return to be disposed of if you have to return it because it doesn't meet your needs. We did that at Ulta with like hair dryers and stuff like that. When they would get returned, it would be required to be disposed of because of the risk. I'm gonna go look for a semi-cheap one. I'll leave you tabbed. Yeah, works for me. Crease in the spine makes the booklet fall open to reveal one recipe in particular. Neat writing in the corner marks it as an antidote for all known potions. Feel free to skip to the actual recipe. I was sitting in the elf song, sipping my usual hot cocoa, the heat soothing the pain in my scaleless hands. A small child, human, stumbled through the door, sick as a dog. All the other patrons seemed like they wanted to help, but nobody could pay for an antidote for a stranger's child. Meanwhile, the ingredients were just lying around in the kitchen. Every single one of those people could have saved that child, but only I knew how. Felt like a crime. Recipe for 1 bottle of antidote. And remember, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. I'm reading all your books. I'm reading all your books. Nah, 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 nah. So I'm gonna go around and read all the plaques.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
Elminster.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne. A victory of the celestial Selûne over her dark sister, Shar.
And that was Sylvanas and Mialiki.
They look like Dark Justiciars.
It is. And that looks like Elminster's staff. Sir, I have some questions for you. Found one for like 30 bucks, which in reality isn't too bad. That's not too bad.
Twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
Dark Justiciars. A harper. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't pay this much attention to this last time, but, you know, 3 books later.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oaks evolved to wildlings sworn. You recognize the druids as elders of a circle. This
Shadow
place
druids
is a
in the
divine
background.
sanctuary.
Hefty book is labeled 1371 and stamped with an elegant stag and a dark green background. Love your character, by the way. I've always loved the detail you can put in this game. Oh, thank you! This is, here, hang on, let me pull her all the way up. This is actually Alara. This is the owner and proprietress of the keep. She is half drow, half tiefling. She is a Circle of the Spores druid and a sage. Yeah, she is wonderful. She is my legacy character. And she sports a headband of intellect, though initially her favorite headband was, Scorching Ray. But yeah.
Okay. I have done a thing. So you can do things to tadpole yourself.
Okay, perfect. Give me just a second. 6th of Oktar sent 2 druids and manure recruits up north. Village there had 2 years of failed crops and are unlikely to survive the next winter. Group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. Their territories been burned out. Half the fox cubs died. Things new for a visit. 10th of Oktar, visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn out any wildlife that dared to stick around. Claimed they were going to farm the land and make it a new city of their own. Time to get creative. 12th of Oktar. Mudslide did the trick, buried half their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south of here, sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch even a whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanas. This is labeled 1371. So this is the first time that, if I remember correctly, this is the first time Icewind Dale's crops failed, because of the Great Melt.
Said 1371, right?
Yeah. But what I'm wondering
That
is
red
what was
wizard's-
going on with the Red Wizard.
That red wizard's probably Edwin.
Okay.
He's a companion in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Work buddy did the thing
So,
the system
Baldur's
admin
Gate
needed to do,
1
so now I have no excuse not to work over the weekend. Hey! I mean, if you need to.
Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 is set in 1368 to 1369.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Also, Jingle Pope, you know I'm not one to be able to chastise you because of how much work I put in on this. So, I'm just busting you.
Yeah.
To vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail?
Oh, but
Shout
you're
until my head hurts? No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay.
I
if you
didn't know I
must.
could earn their trust. We are one and
Yeah.
the same.
That's awesome.
Other one. Wasn't there 2? There only one
You can
wolf? I thought there was
unlock
2.
tadpole. I don't remember.
Okay. Teach me what to do.
So you can just all your tadpole powers for yourself. You can just unlock everything.
Oh, I can just do that now. Oh, hot damn.
Yep.
Oh, no worries. I did not take it like that. Okay, good.
Oh.
What?
I
You
just
have it
realized
on
who
so
these
it
rats
won't
are.
make me all crazy, right? Yeah, they're the Shadow Druids.
We don't even need to take the astral tadpole now too. So that is true. We have it so it won't make you look all illithid, but you actually don't even need to take it either. That's where you can take anything willy-nilly. So for my other 3 characters, I only took passive features because I'm not going to use them.
That's fair. Yeah, some of them are Shadow Druids, and some of them are the last Dark Justiciar.
No, there's none of the Dark Justiciar here. But these
Oh,
are
I
the
thought
3
one of them
Shadow
was.
Druids. No. Olodon, Pinsa, and Ren. I recognize those names
Yeah,
immediately. Those are the Shadow Druids we fight. So speak with animals, we could actually
Those
uncover
emotes
that.
are so cute. Oh my goodness.
There's no time to waste.
Those are adorable.
happens when you hit sub goal? When we hit sub goal, I think, which is currently 20 sub points, we're 9 away. I believe we can apply for a better. I'm not cute. I'm fearsome. You're 9 out of 10 on this list.
Oh.
Oh. I think that one was just
That
a
list there
personal
is basically. Yeah, that one's just the Twitch set goals of like, hey, help, you know, the channel hit this and this. So like, there are good things to have there. They're great. They're not ones we set. Nothing really happens. They're just kind of like built-in like milestones and trackers.
I clicked on a gift sub and it says 9 out of 10. Huh?
As in, yeah, so we have currently 9 subs, so it's like, gift a sub to help us reach 10. So.
Gotcha. But yeah, no, our only sub goal right now is if we can kind of consistently hit 20 sub points, I believe we can get a better share of ad revenue and things like that. So it does nothing really. Yeah, that 9 out of 10 doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's a good goal to have. Whereas I'm like, I don't want to push anyone to subscribe. Like, yes, obviously it is important, but I want the community to grow naturally. And if people are gifting subs, I want them to do it because they want to do it. And not because I'm like, come on guys, we gotta do a sub push. Because that leads to like numbers that bounce a lot. And I just want to grow a really good community of people who are like, oh no, I resubbed. Like, I'm here.
Yeah. We are here to build a positive, wholesome, welcoming community that does not tolerate intolerance above all else.
And yes, I am giving Astarion all of the powers.
Okay, I was curious. I'll need to... Because there is
Shadowheart
11,
won't
I did...
use them.
Where am I needed?
Neither will Will.
So you can convince her... So you still have to have the convincing conversation.
Gotcha.
But it's the low tier one, not the like astral tadpole tier one.
Okay.
I think.
Then let's see.
You can have that conversation. If it's going bad though, you can just not have it.
One of those tadpoles forced
Aside from
upon us.
intolerance of intolerance, I imagine.
Scarcely believe
Yes.
you actually inflicted another on yourself.
Is that a Driz Duerden emote? Or is that something else and it happens to look like Duerden?
No, it's from Ruinous Drow.
Oh my god, I love it. It's a Chad Drow. Stop. Is what he has it labeled as.
Yep.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from.
I just like emotes. Us
and
too.
what lies at the end of that path.
That's why we work so hard on ours.
I never expected Ceramorphosis.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying we for.
I think
Am I speaking French all of a sudden?
There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
Oh, those are cute. I rolled a 33. Oh, your little space panda's cute.
Oh, the space panda is
Oh
adorable.
my god, the raid one. That's awesome.
The raid is super cool. The space panda is adorable, though.
Well, perhaps you have a point. Fine. Let's explore these powers then. I just hope we don't come to regret it.
Cool. So you just have to have the low tier conversation, not the astral tadpole conversation that's like rough for everybody.
One is really rough.
Gods. Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself.
Wow.
Though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about.
actually...
It is, Ailey.
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences.
He says.
I can't
Oh
say I'm
no,
not
your foot's
curious.
cramping. Oh god,
But
I had
once
that
you've
happen to me
taken
the
a
other
little
day.
bite
It's
of
the
the
worst.
God.
There's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Ah! Yeah, 100% that. Absolutely
Yes,
empathize
I
with
suppose
that.
we should. Though
Yeah.
I'm more than a bit wary. Still, I am the frontier's avowed protector. New dangers require new skills to vanquish them. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will consume what I must to make it so.
Alright, I will walk you through which ones to do. Let me just do a thing first.
You said it was all the passive ones, right? So it's just all the charcoal colored ones.
No, it's not they're actually not charcoal colored. So yeah, it's done a little weird.
Well, I'm glad that's over. Never again. Right? Oh my god. Foot cramps are the worst. Charlie horses are terrible. Hiccups, though. Oh my god. I hate hiccups more than anything.
So, 4 powers.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do favorable beginnings on the inner ring.
Okay.
On the next ring, you're gonna do the 4 starting from ability drain and going clockwise.
Oh, here we go.
And skip 1 in that ring, and then do the next 2 of Call a Week and Psionic Backlash.
Okay.
Then in the outermost ring, you're going to grab Fly in the bottom right.
Got it.
You're going to grab Freecast on the far left.
Got it.
And you're going to grab Illicit Expertise and Psionic Dominance on the right-hand side.
Got it. Okay, and then let me go over to Will, and I'll have you tell me one more time.
Yep.
Favorable beginnings.
Yep.
Ability drain. Luck of the Far Realms. Ability drain.
Well, that's actually Charm. I don't know why it's doing
Charm.
that.
Displace. Skip 1.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the Weak. Psionic Backlash.
Yep.
Fly. Recast. Illicit Expertise. And Psionic Dominance.
Yep. And that's all the passives.
More interesting times.
There we go.
And if you want to give everyone a Displacer Beast shape.
How do I do that?
There's the Displacer Beast shape. Then the
In
top
the
left.
thing?
Yep.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to have because it also gives you temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Defender of the people.
Oh, the Eevee with the rose is cute. And to answer your what the hell, we're unlocking illithid powers. We're giving everyone pseudo superpowers.
No one stopped me yet.
To make them beefier and more versatile.
Dara, Chihira, Minsk, and Halcyon. That's 24, so I'll need to do...
I'm gonna talk to the rats.
The rat has hardly left Korga's side. A distant thought claws
Oh, I want
at
to see
your
this
mind.
conversation.
What if it's neither pest nor familiar, but another druid in animal form?
Oh, I just know. I've pieced it together.
The creature's whiskers go still.
Well, because I already
before resuming their nervous jitter.
found the book.
Real, I don't know what that means, but I'm here for the ride.
Silent in the face of your
So we ate a mind flayer tadpole. Mind flayers are a species in this realm. There's third rat. Where's the third rat? I'll just follow you. But when you eat one of their tadpoles, it can unlock abilities within your brain, and give you different kinds of powers and boons and things like that. Yeah. What you doing?
I was just resetting my radials real quick, but there we go. Back.
Go talk to Arabella's parents.
I'm gonna go get the bear off of the elevator.
Resubs to my peeps. I don't have any of my favorite emotes anymore.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me. I was trying to help.
You nearly died. Did you hear me? What would your mother-in-law have done?
I am going to talk to Alfira.
Okay.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
He is so rude.
Change? No. Damn it! No, I'm moments away from a grisly death at the hands of this bloody song. I can't. Nothing fits, you know?
That's
agony
the
and
creative
ecstasy,
process.
mostly agony.
Yep.
Can't
Just
hurt.
yep.
I have her. I have an extra loot, if you want. My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her.
Actually, Jingle Pope.
dancing
So
beneath the stars.
the
A huge smile
Dragonborn
on her
earlier,
face.
Quill,
Thinking of it now,
it was killed.
my heart hurts.
Normally, it's this girl,
And my words just seem to crumble
and
like ash.
she has another part to play as the story goes on. So there is a mod that triggers Quill to show up instead, in case for whatever reason she is dead, unconscious, anything like that. It's fail-safes in gaming.
Words of mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light
The Dragon Girl also does throat singing too. I didn't trigger that part of the cutscene.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this kind of made me want to grab a lute to do like little background songs for the stream and stuff like that. We haven't played 16 yet. I don't know what Dion from Final Fantasy 16 looks like.
I saw his card in the set. Oh, yeah. It's looking a little bit like Gale, so yeah. Yeah, I have not played, I think it's mainly the armor. That's fair.
Dion does not
It
have
is
green
moments like
skin,
that.
so probably not like that.
It is moments like that where the cameras like get stuck behind a fucking treasure chest. We're like, yep, this is a much smaller studio.
Sorry.
Much smaller budget.
Only reason you like some Final Fantasy characters is because of the Magic the Gathering collab.
She'd have said the same thing.
I'm only worried about picking up characters from 7, 10, and
15.
8 and 15. I was like, I'm missing one. There was 4. It was 7, 8, 10, and 15 because those are the ones I've played, and I really like. I've played 9. I enjoyed 9, but it didn't resonate with me. I still enjoy it. With the exception of Vivi. I'm getting the Vivi cards because Vivi is adorable and he deserves to be protected at all costs. 6 is really good. It just, again, didn't like hit me as hard in the feels. So like, I was really just worried about 7, 8.
7 makes me ugly cry.
Yeah.
That made me cry, but not ugly cry.
You're missing one character. Which character? Oh, Vivi. That's the one you need. I had not pulled a Vivi. I pulled the art card for Vivi, and I pulled both. I am keeping them because it's a really cool mechanic of Fang and Vanille because they meld, and there's like 7 pairs of cards or something like that that meld in all of Magic. So I was like, I'm gonna keep them. That's a sick mechanic.
I can't believe that you pulled.
Yell at me for that clunky verse.
Yeah,
and Squall.
I pulled a
It
through
made me
the
play till my fingers
I
were
pulled a
raw.
through the ages Squall, and
And that's
I'm kind
exactly
of
what I'm going to do.
a huge fan.
Finish the Weeping Dawn.
So
For her.
I've lost it.
I have a commander deck done and waiting. All I need is Vivi for the commander.
It's a rage, dude. I've seen some decks on Moxfield that are just like infuriating. They look so funny. There's one that basically is like it's mountains and like one commander, and that's it. And it's basically just like I've got a grenade. And the fucking deck is basically I have a grenade. I can't, it's not Vivi. I don't remember who it fucking is, but it's just like 99 mountains and fucking the commander. Do you want to do some combat?
I'm just trying to catch up to you first. Give me a second here.
Oh.
Will, get on the damn elevator.
Where are you?
Coming up the elevator. I was talking
Oh,
to
I'm not near the
Arabella's
elevator.
parents. Yeah, but it's easier to get across.
Yeah, you're going the
Where are you?
Yeah, you're going the wrong. By the harpies.
Oh.
I almost said the harpers.
Shadowheart, get on the elevator. Sweetie. No, that's the lever. Come on.
Might just there we go.
She doesn't get on the elevator. Does she get left behind? Yeah.
Yes. Craftsmen are free to play artifacts, which when played, Vivi gets +1/+1. You're able to play like 7 mana cards. Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah, that absolutely is
singing.
Throw in some goofy Eldrazi, some fuck ass Eldrazi in there. You know, drop some of those and turn 2 and just piss everyone off at the table.
I'm building a Mind Flayer and Beholder deck from the
Mine's
Dungeons & Dragons
a
set.
Tiamat deck. Mine's going Tiamat because if you get Tiamat out, you pull out 5 more dragons.
A sweet melody beckons you. It vibrates with magic. A harpy's charm.
I love how it gives you the option to be like, I'm just gonna listen. Like,
Suffocating
no!
longing suddenly fades.
Yeah, do not do that. Do not do that. Why would you do that?
No, it's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
No.
Kid, I will pull you by the hair.
Oh, that's funny. They put bras on them to make them stream safe.
Hmm.
Although most of my deck pisses people off by being real. I have Omnath, I have zombies, I have anti-deck, like all of them make people never want to play with me again. That kid looks malnourished. Yeah, they're... Most of the tieflings in this encampment are a little malnourished.
Well, I
they
mean,
were
they're
refugees to begin with.
Like, unfortunately, you are correct. Those kids are malnourished.
But not to anyone's fault, thankfully.
I can't Misty Step, but you know what I can't do is I can click my heels.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking...
Every time I play against a buddy, he says, before you better have a different deck. I'm done with this bullshit.
Can't say as I blame him.
I like to play mid-range. I'm okay with control, but I like mid-range. I like the versatility.
Good. Disengage. Run away, kid. Oh my god, run away.
T is for tactical.
I think this is a... I think this actually falls in the category of CRPG, if I'm not mistaken. You can use Hellcrawler.
Yeah, trying to figure out. Here we go.
It's moments like this where I'm like, maybe we should turn on Nightmare difficulty. Because we've already ganked 2 harpies. That's 3 of them.
still breathing, despite everything? Death won't take me yet.
Yeah, okay, maybe we turn on Nightmare difficulty. I just recently built an Egret Eater of all deck. If you know what that is, you know I'm evil. If not, it's okay. I'm still evil.
It rings a bell, but I can't place it right now.
Oh, that's what I got sidetracked and I was gonna say. I love that cutscene of Alfira, because you can hear the accent of the original singer.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's also part of the duo that does The Power and Down by the River.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I Want to Live. Basically, all creators become a food token. In addition, there are other types, and when a food creator leaves the field, he gets a +1/+1. Last time I played him, I got to +85/+85.
Jesus Christ.
That's aggro, not just with a capital A. It's all caps. It's caps locked.
Yeah, I've seen some people pull out like scute swarms at like 256 bugs.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
wild. It's just like stupid. Well, like for each one of them too, they were like 5/5, so it's just like, cool, you're board wiping everybody with that. Like,
and that's without things
you
like
have...
doubling party and things of that nature.
Oh God. Cruel and unusual.
I'm right here, you know.
Okay. Where to next?
What do we have left in the encampment here? Or are we all caught up? Because we can't stop the ritual until we get Halsin, right?
That is correct. Or no, we can stop it when we have to go down to the fog, pick up the letter from the Shadow Druids, and then we can stop Kaga. Where did Murkon go?
He ran back,
Just
but I
leave
don't
his
know
ass
to
over there?
where. No, he ran back this way.
Here, you look that way in that direction. I'll look back towards where we were.
I think he might be in the little hideout place.
Usually you're able to talk to him after and be like, hey, and he's like, oh my god, thank you.
I thought so too.
Yeah, he's down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's pacing down here, so that way he can be like, hey, thanks for saving my life.
Are they gone?
Oh, he hid. That makes sense.
No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
Thought about putting doubling season in it, but then I feel like it would just be wrong. Little
They
bit.
almost got to the nest.
Yeah, just a bit.
I need to get back.
You could.
Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
I love Maul.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I have bug bites or hives because I forgot to take my allergy meds for like 3 days.
Did you hear me? What would your mother and I have done?
Yeah. Yes, I see. I do wish I could understand
Are
you.
you still down there?
That scamp reminds me
yeah.
of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble.
A little. We can be honest, guys. It's not a little wrong. It's just bullying.
One
at that
time,
point.
my parents denied me a
I
kitten.
mean, bullying is the highest form of love among friends and
Dear
family.
old Tara. Beautiful creature.
Yes, absolutely.
Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well,
God.
that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. There was that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling.
That magma
panicking
method actually comes into play if he dies.
everywhere.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy
Because he's
out
got a
of his
failsafe
predicament.
set up, because if he's
Land
dead,
would
he
have been
can't
hardly feed if it wasn't for you.
keep the Netherese bomb at bay.
Oh, that's right. And his
So he
corpse
has
just
a, basically
detonates.
he's... Yeah, so he's got a series of events that will trigger via simulacrum on the moment of his death to bring you a scroll of true resurrection, and he'll the magma method's part of that like chain of events.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring.
Boring.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Poor kid's been fucking through it, Jesus Christ.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie.
It's a little absurd.
Not many
The fact
marks
that
would have done the
has
same.
things Give me 1 H for each creature that dies, so all creatures and tokens. When they die, I gain HP. I had 391 HP. Holy crap!
Jesus God.
And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark.
They're vicious.
But they're vicious. Anything else?
Also, as far as I can tell, too,
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's
the Emerald
Gate.
Grove is the nearest Druid Grove to Baldur's Gate, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, as far as I could tell, too. Because my grove is
Won't turn down free
way
money.
the fuck up the
I've got
coast by
operating costs
Daggerford.
you wouldn't believe.
Come
see me
and
in
the
the
grove
city
that
sometime, huh?
Imre spent some time at as a
repay
child, the
this
Golden
and
Grove,
then some. See you
is north of
around.
Calimport.
Maybe.
My friends hate playing against me. I'll also just throw out the fact that I have a deck with nothing but win conditions. Dear Lord, the more I look at this, the more I realize I'm a terrible person.
No, Magic is kind of about like
shitting on your friends.
Fucking your yeah. It's about how long can I piss my friends off for?
Before they finally
I'm actually looking at the
snap and
map.
make me
Baldur's
choose
Gate
a different,
1. Yeah.
deck.
Oh no, Cloakwood is the nearest.
The Cloakwood?
Yeah. There's a Druid Grove in the Cloakwood.
Yeah, I guess that is a little bit closer, huh?
Oh yeah, it's very, very close. 'Cause I'm looking at the map of 1, and like it is right there. So if that Druid Grove is still active,
It
then
should be.
that would be the nearest one.
It should be still active. The wind deck is a Miku deck. Nice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, Otaku Outlet has
Drop
a bunch
that
of
map.
their Miku Nendroids marked down to like $35, and I'm just like, ugh. If I had the expendable income right now, oh my god. His Nendroids can go upwards of like $300 depending on which one they are.
Not long until we leave now.
But she gets them
Second,
sourced
I'm
directly
sending
from
you-
Good Smile Company, so she can sell them for what she's supposed to.
Sorry about the nest. You guys find anything good today?
No.
The hole in my finger really hurts.
Worse than junk.
Tell me about it. I was ready to spend $500 on a deck, but I realized I shouldn't spend that kind of money right now. Bro, just proxy.
Yeah, if your table's cool with proxying, like using make playing cards, you can just proxy for really cheap, and that's what I'm doing to build my blocks out, because like if there are cards you're wanting to collect, like for your personal, like I've got a card collection of like those are ones I wanted for myself, but even then, if you're like you're not worried about the value, just proxy.
And
Go
you
for
can
it.
customize them
There's
too.
no shame.
Borders, backs, themes.
Mm-hmm.
If there's alternate art, you can pick between all of them.
Yeah. So like, if your table's okay with it, then like, do that. You know, I honestly encourage it, because like, it helps make the game more accessible and more creative for people. And like, if people are worried about power, that's where things like tiny leaders and
it would be for a
Popper
tournament, so they can't
and
proxy.
oh yeah, tournament, then you are, unfortunately. If you do tournament play, unfortunately, but if you're casual, so okay, I'm thinking maybe we get close to calling it, or call it here based on the time though, because it is nearly 1.
Yeah. Is there
Okay.
a better place to leave off, or do we want to just call it in the middle of the encampment so that we know where we are?
I'll just exit this room,
Yeah.
just so that way I have a better idea of where we are and what we're doing.
Match letter.
Also, I really love
Place
how they
top
did the
7
quest
in
system
last
on
year's
this.
tournament, like the ones you travel around for. Nice.
Nice.
That's
That's
super cool.
awesome. That's really cool.
Those am
those tournaments
shit
are not.
at Magic, and I'm still learning how to build decks. So, if I hop into the Discord at some point and go, help, you know why.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like you get to that high level
Ooh, did I talk
tournaments,
to
like
the
those
ox?
are you doing You have not. I'll let you do that first.
You're addressing me?
While you do, yeah, those tournaments are gnarly. What are you doing? CEDH? Are you doing Legacy? Modern? What format? Format was the word I was looking for. What format are you doing when you do tournaments? Especially when you do like type 1 and type 2, those get stupid, like turn 0 win kind of shit. Like those are like, how good was your starting hand?
No.
You know, did you get the hand you needed? You know, especially you start having to use like cards like Bazaar of Baghdad that are $500 cards each, things like that. Ridiculous.
29.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides...
And I really mean this. Moo.
One of the Commander's formats.
Nothing
Dang.
here for you.
Don't remember which one. That is still gnarly though. Like CEDH is also still... Because you can... Because it's a singleton, like, it gets just insane. Because you're tutoring everything. So, like, even if you don't have starting turn 1 hands, like, you just hope you have one of your tutors tutor it up, and then...
Because you basically have to
Just-
hope
oh,
that everything
God.
is lined up just right, otherwise you're screwed, right? Kind of how I understand it.
From my understanding, because I don't keep up with CDH super hard, but from my understanding, it's really
There was
big
one
on
match that I
combos.
fucked someone. Oh, first turn killed someone. My dyslexia is so terrible. Holy God.
I mean, dude, first turn kills are like a little like, wow.
Like, oh.
Okay, I shuffled up. Like, they're impressive because of like just how awesome it goes, but man, in a tournament, like, that does suck.
It does suck.
It does suck.
All right, are we saved?
We are saved. We are golden.
Go back to chatting here.
Walking ballista. Oof.
Ooh. It's mean. It first turn killed someone. Yeah, it's mean. Oh, you guys, I've had so much fun. Thank you for chilling out with us. It has made pulling my back so much more tolerable. To have people to chat with while I feel miserable. I can't help it. I did not sleep well last night, as referenced by the bags under my eyes, which are generally not quite this visible.
I mean, I only did my eyeliner because I was just like, I don't want to do my makeup.
That's fair. Oh, one thing I did want to ask, if you are watching, even if you're not part of our Patreon, let me know what kind of extras you guys want to see in the coming months so that I know what kind of things to work on other than like NPC bios, updated character sheets, little lore dumps and things like that. If there's anything specific you guys would want to see, let me know. Drop it in the Discord. Always happy to hear it, or drop it in our comments on TikTok and Instagram. Otherwise, yeah. It was good to be here. Glad we talked Magic. If you like, we can play online anytime. Nice. That would be fun.
I have no idea how to play. Are you talking like MTG Arena? Hang on, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. I was like, I don't know how to play online. You're talking Arena.
Arena, yeah.
I'm so stupid.
Yeah, otherwise, I don't know that we have any closing arguments. You can find us anywhere streams can be found. You can find us on all the places that social media is social media. Oh, they play on Cockatrice as well as Tabletop.
Cockatrice. Oh, okay. Those are... I'll have to look into those. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them, so I'll have to look into them, because, like, Arena is cool, but... a gacha game, basically. So... yeah.
Alright right, guys. Well, hang
Yeah,
out with
I'll
us
look
on the
into them.
socials. Otherwise, we'll see you Wednesday. And if you're part of the Patreon, awesome. We'll see you on the Patreon. If you're not part of the Patreon, oh my god, why aren't you part of the Patreon? I'm kidding. YouTube Communities just launched, and we are part of that beta, so feel free to hop on over there and hang out in the posts if you like. It was good to see you guys as well. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. We're gonna go sleep.
Work way too early.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.